Well, a very warm welcome to everybody that's tuning in. Hello, guys. Amirius, welcome in. Kevin, welcome in as well. How are we doing? Welcome to the final, the final countdown. Oh, better stop doing that. I don't want to get DMC striked on Twitch and YouTube. Welcome your faces in, everybody. Hope you're well. Thank you very much for your continued support over across these three streams this afternoon and into this evening. You have me now for the next well, we've got 3 hours and 24 minutes. I'm definitely going to need to get myself a drink. I haven't got myself a drink this afternoon yet, so I'm going to have to definitely go and get one of those before the end of the stream. Otherwise, my throat is going to be on fire. But we are live at Suzuka for the final frontier, the final part of this epic battle of insane drivers who have spent the last, what was it, 6 hours, 6.5 hours racing so far around quite a interestingly, is it even the right word? An interesting Suzuka with a mixed conditions. The session has been quite wet. We had a smattering of dry weather, didn't we, at earlier part, sort of mid part of the race, and the rain has come back. Although the rain does look like it's easing off in the next 30 minutes, so hopefully we'll have a last 3 and a bit hours of dry weather. But let's wait and see for that. Mirius is drinking a beer. Is that Toby? Olive Z. I'm sure that's Toby. Welcome in, man, to you as well on YouTube as well. But yeah, appreciate everybody coming in from Twitch and on YouTube. We have just gone live on TikTok as well. So if you're on TikTok, welcome. Thank you for joining. Wow, we've got a lot of people coming in from TikTok. If you're new to TikTok, don't forget to hit that follower button. Double tap the screen to get the likes going. We're live for the next 3.5 hours. So you have got me, I'm afraid, for that period of time. So I hope you guys don't mind me rabbiting on for the next 3 and a bit hours. We'll try and find some things to talk about. We could open it up to some sort of like ask Toga, couldn't we? If you've got any questions related to sim racing this evening, I'll be here to answer them to the best of my ability. I think that's what we'll do this evening. So think of some questions and let us know what questions you want answering, and I will try my best to answer them as much as possible. And also, I'm going to try and stop saying a lot, because I say it quite a lot, as you can imagine, whilst I'm talking. So I'm going to try and stop doing that. See how long that lasts for, but I can't guarantee it. I can't guarantee it. So yeah, welcome yourselves in. How's the race? I've done it already. I literally done it. Literally after 30 seconds of doing it, I've done it already. How's the race been going for everybody today? Have you enjoyed it? How's it been? I have been doing some stewarding. As much as Dexter says I haven't, I have done some stewarding stuff in the last 6 and a bit hours. Me and my son have been doing some stewarding whilst watching the racing, and it's been quite good fun, actually. It's not been crazy. The stewards will probably say otherwise, but I've enjoyed definitely doing my small bit, and no doubt there'll be a few more penalties coming in over the next 3 and a bit hours anyway, so we can keep on top of those and see what's what. But yeah. We're seeing what's happening. So, Tom, what game is this? This is Assetto Corsa Competizione, mate, on PC. Welcome into yourself. Hope you're well on TikTok. Thank you for everybody else who's tuning in. I only just came an hour ago after a long day at work. Ooh, ouch. That's a bad one. That is a bad one. So let's take a look at the grid then. I haven't been really keeping up with who's winning and who's not winning. All I know is that we've lost, what, 4 cars maybe in this race over the last 6.5 hours. So I mean that's pretty good going, considering it's a big enduro. Does it have a license like iRacing? No, not really, Tom. It doesn't really have that. Really, I would recommend you probably pick up a PCC. This is PC, obviously not console, but what I would do is definitely pick it up, do the single player, and then move into multiplayer world. So what we do here at TOGA, that people are new coming into us, we host races for drivers to come and race in our community. We are the second biggest community on the SimGrid platform. If you don't know who SimGrid are, go and check them out. Just search SimGrid in your search engine, and you'll see them there. We are the second biggest community on there, and we are the biggest ACC only community, if you like. We don't do any other game types at this current moment in time. So we are the biggest ACC only community there on the platform. We host approximately 3 races per week, plus we do enduros and some random one-off races. So we do quite a mixed bag. I think what we're predominantly known for here at TOGA Motorsport is our rookie championship. We host the rookie championship maybe like 3 or 4 a year, where it's designed for people that are new to sim racing, have been out of the game in terms of sim racing, and want to get back involved again. We host this rookie championship for those people, and we're not shy of moving people out of a rookie championship if they're deemed not to be a rookie. That's only a compliment, in my opinion. And so we that's what we pride ourselves on. Obviously, this is an endurance championship that we're running at the moment. This is our 10 hours of Suzuka. We host 5 or 6 races in the second part of the year, and this is obviously the second one of 5 or 6. Are the physics just as good as iRacing? Because I've got iRacing and I'm getting sick of it. It's preference thing, Tom. It's a preference thing. Some people really like the way ACC drives, but other people like the way iRacing drives, if that makes sense. So it's a preference thing. For me personally, I don't really see too much of a problem, but some people really notice it. The braking can be quite different between iRacing and ACC. So can the force feedback in your wheelbase. But apart from that, it's pretty much the same. The graphics are better in ACC. But again, like I say, it's a preference thing. So yeah, Mirius is enjoying the rookies. You're on the edge, but that's fine, Mirius. You've come up from being a pure rookie to not a pure rookie, to be moving out of the championship. And that's exactly what it's designed for, mate. You're part of the academy as well. We can talk about the academy as well later, if we can, if we get a chance, if we don't run out of things to say. But we could talk about the academy and how that helps drivers come into our community. So we can have all those discussions at some point today as well. So yeah, I'm doing the night shift. I want to say, Tom, thanks for the follow, man. I appreciate you. I do want to say before we sort of get into it, and I haven't, and I forget to do this, I want to say a big shout out to Zeta and Mac for starting the stream today. We had a few technical problems at the start of the day, which we'll delve into at some point as the race goes on. And then I want to say a big shout out to Barry for picking up the middle stint for his 3 hours he's just done. And then obviously it's my turn. Unfortunately, you deal with me till the end of the race, which is either a good thing or a bad thing. So yeah, exactly. You're exactly how Amiris. That is exactly you're a prime example of how the academy works. So yeah, I'm not sure what everyone is up to this evening. Hope you got some good plans. Hopefully you can stick with us for the next 3 and a bit hours and bring the race home. It'll be interesting to see. We could be finishing maybe dusk time, I would imagine. I don't think it'll be full on dark by the time we're finished. It's 6 o'clock in game time. We've got 3 hours to go, so it's about 9 o'clock. I'm not sure when it gets super dark here at Suzuka, but yeah, we'll see. It'll be dusk. Oh, big slide from that McLaren as he comes through that corner there. So yeah, how's everybody been? Have we entertained you? Have we entertained you enough in this race today? So let's spend about 10 minutes talking about what's actually happened today. Hi, Mac. Hi, Aria Jazz. What a great name. Just realised you probably couldn't hear any in-game sound, could you there? You probably couldn't hear any cars. So let me explain what sort of happened today whilst we let the auto camera do its thing for sort of the intro of this stream, if you like. Obviously, here at TOGA, we have to host all of our events on servers that we obviously have to buy ourselves. We have recently moved to a new host, which we thought was a good host for being able to host more cars and have better racing, and so on and so forth. But unfortunately, our host that we picked has seemed to have some networking issues that we pinpointed a while ago, and we just thought it was just down to location, region of where the server was hosted in the data center. So what we did at lastminute.com yesterday was we moved to a brand new host in a brand new data center, thinking that would have fixed the problem. We done our world tour race yesterday that me and Zeta did commentary over, and thinking, yeah, we've nailed it, we've done it, we've smashed it. But unfortunately, that hasn't fixed the problem. We had a lot of disconnects in our practice and quali session, and we had to go, oh no, what are we going to do? Luckily enough, we had a backup server that we'd originally bought, wasn't fit for purpose, but hopefully mitigated the disconnects. And as you can see on screen right now, I'm not sure the eagle-eyed viewers amongst you, as you see that McLaren going around the corner, you can see it's jittery ever so slightly. That's just due to the upload speed, the network capability of this server that we have in the data center. So unfortunately, we've had to put up with, and the drivers have done an epic job putting up with this, by the way, is this jitteriness from the cars as they're out on track. And you will notice it as the car, if we get nice close-up shots of the car. So big shout out to Dexter, Reese, Ollie, and whoever else, Barry I think was in there at the time, to basically force the entry list with the right cars on the grid and get the race underway. But what we will do after the race, I will send out an apology notice to all the drivers in this race today, just apologising of the connectivity onto the server, yeah, we will 100% be changing that for the next race at Red Bull Ring. It's just due down to a networking issue that it's been put across our nose, essentially. That's caused the problem. Someone else, thank you for the follow on TikTok, man. Appreciate you. So yeah, that's what's happened. We can only apologise for any inconvenience caused. I don't think we've actually had any disconnects from people today, but what we have noticed is jitteriness and a bit of lagginess on the server. So again, we can only apologise to the drivers. It's either that or we postpone the race, which we didn't want to do, because obviously we'd have to, rightly so, refund all of our drivers for the entry fee that they've paid to join this race. But rest assured, we will be making some drastic changes into next week, ready for the next race at Red Bull Ring at the end of next month. So that'll be good. Experience is the best teacher, yes, 100%. We have some really great technical minds here at TOGA that people do sort of server stuff and networking infrastructure as their job in real life, outside of sim racing. And yeah, it's good to have that knowledge base in the community to be able to help us. But in this instance, I don't think it's just the host itself is just a bit not really what we need, if you like, to provide the best sort of racing that we can here at TOGA. That's for sure. So that's that basically. That's in a nutshell the situation that we see ourselves in with the servers, and we will, like you say, we always like to improve here at TOGA. We always listen to our community, because without the community, TOGA wouldn't exist. So we will 100% listen to you guys and make any adjustments needed for the next race and subsequent other races. We do have, I don't want to talk about too much into anything right now, because obviously we want to let the dust settle. But we do have the 24 Hours of Nordschleifer event in the diary for next Saturday. As we sit here today, I think we might have to postpone that race due to the fact that obviously our server capability is not going to be fit for standard. But we'll talk to the guys and we'll make a decision about that in the coming days. Right, let's catch up with the chats, shall we? We've got a nice little convo going with Amirius and Jazz. Endurance racing is a completely different feeling. It's absolutely amazing. I love endurance racing. I genuinely love endurance racing. Endurance racing for me, I just love I love the sort of the strategy of endurance racing. The ability to try and, okay, can we eke it out for an extra 5 minutes? Can we get those tyres going? Have we got enough fuel? If we stop now, can we leapfrog X, Y, and Z in the pit stops? You know, those sorts of strategies are things that I love. I adore those sorts of things. I'm very sort of technically minded, and I love those things personally. Unfortunately, the last couple of endurance races I've done have ended in hardware disconnects and hardware failure, which I think I've now got to the bottom of, because ever since I've made some changes that were pushed under my nose by Reese, I've not had any problems, and I am touching wood right now, not that sort of wood. So yeah, I've hopefully moving forward it's going to be a lot of good fun. Played a lot of team sports growing up. Me too. So team aspects of endurance was also really appealing. Yeah, 100%, my friend. I'm very much the same. What's the word? Mindset. Yeah, played football and still play football now. Well, I try at least. So yeah, playing team sports and being part of a team is definitely for me 100%. What I will say, guys, is okay. No, they're a lap down. I was looking at the timing screen. I could see that there's only 4.6 gap between P1 and P2. But they're a lap down, P2 and P1. So that didn't. I just had to do a double take after that. I want to beat you again without hardware disconnect. Haha, very funny. You probably will, Mirius. You probably will, my friend. You probably will. And Amirius, by the way, thank you very much for becoming a member yesterday as well. That really does mean a lot to us here at TOGA Motorsport, because as you can imagine, without support from the community, whether that's becoming a YouTube member or going over to our website and becoming a supporter of our community, from as little as £1 a month. If we had everybody paying just £1 or €1 a month, we would be able to do so many cool things at this community. So really do appreciate Miri's yesterday for becoming a member, and everybody else that's a member, of course, before. Is that Bart? Bart, welcome in. I'm sure that's Bart, EBT Gaming. I'm sure it is. Or is it Brian? No, it's definitely Bart. Oh, I don't know. Nah, appreciate you, man. And I hopefully you saw my message, my reply to your message about being on the commentary team. 100%, man. Get yourself, get in contact with Mac, and we will definitely get you jumped on. Don't worry about your English at all. We don't discriminate just because your English is not your first language. Yeah, I appreciate you, buddy. I really do appreciate it. What on earth do we have here? P5 and P6 are literally pushing each other out of the pit lane, and this is for position. Half a second is the gap between Everson and Southcott here. They are literally pushing each other out of the pit lane. What the actual hell? No more. Okay, sorry, no more Bryans. Okay, sorry, Bart. Sorry, but they've even renamed. They've gone under a different name now, haven't they? It's a Belgian racing team, BRT boys. So this tasty little battle for genuine P5 is unbelievable. Out of 7 hours of racing, and these two are still separated by 0.6 of a second after 190 laps. What? What? That's insane. I have seen that car 17 P3 is also to receive a 10-second time penalty, but they are, let me have a look at them, they are 90 seconds ahead of P4 right now, so that shouldn't affect them at all, but it would affect them for battling with P2 as it currently stands. No, exactly. You can help us in places where we would really struggle with people's names. 100%. 1,000,000%. That's the worst thing being a commentator, by the way, is the fact that we feel like we are offending so many people by pronunciation of their names completely wrong. I'm terrible with English, quite genuinely. So to say someone's name wrong, I will probably ruin it without actually even knowing I'm doing that. So I obviously don't want that to happen, obviously. So if I do say some ridiculous names today, then please pull me up on it, and I will hopefully try and correct myself. But yeah, if you're watching us on YouTube, by the way, please do hit that like button. I can't be the last person to stream today and not get as many likes as everybody else, because they won't let it down. They'll be like, you're rubbish at commentating. So put it this way, right? If I refresh, Mac and Zeta got 15 likes. Barry got 14 likes, and I think I'm on 3. So we need 16 likes, guys. Just saying, 16 likes. If you've got multiple YouTube accounts, use them. And we need to beat Barry and Mac for likes. Okay, well, that's all I'm saying. That is all I'm saying. We need to beat them. So I'll let you guys decide if you're gonna help me. If you're on TikTok, head over to YouTube, please, and like the video. No, I'm joking, by the way. So yeah. Well, my internet is it's taking ages to load. But yeah, I had a real panic earlier on today because for some reason I didn't have my ACC was crashing. It was going, it was saying fatal error, which obviously happens. Oh no, Max liked it. I didn't realise Mac was logging in the background. Yeah, Mac, I want to beat you. Toga teams on the grid. I am the 5th. No, we don't have any Toga teams today. We don't have any Toga teams in this race today, I'm pretty sure. We didn't have enough takers. I think people were... I think people from Toga were very... Not reluctant, but I don't think Suzuka was their jam, their track. So I think we decided not to enter a car in this race. I would imagine we probably, after what I've just spoke to Barry about with the next race at Red Bull Ring, I think we'll probably enter a Toga car into that, I would imagine, because there are a few people that like Red Bull Ring, me included, but if we can get enough... you liked it as 5, let's go. If we can get enough people helping out on the side, you know, behind the scenes at Toga, then obviously we'll look at potentially I might look at seeing if I can push myself through into doing any racing. But in the meantime, I'll have to just stick to oh, we're up to 12. We're up to 12 likes, everyone. Come on, we've only got 3 hours 1 minute to get like 4 more. Come on. Come on. Like, Max frantically going around now, like unliking the video, going, no. I'm not letting you beat me. Not letting you beat me. Oh, you're an idiot. You're such an idiot. Suzuka's your drop round. Yeah, no, don't blame you. What do you need for behind the scenes things? Ari Jazz. Well, we need, obviously we have limited stewards, we have limited commentators, but what I find the hardest thing is not letting go, because I'm happy for people to make their own decision, or tell me that I can race or I can't race, or I can do a mixture of both. But you know, I don't expect people to sit for, you know, 10 hours here today in the comms box and do commentating, excuse me, or I know Dexter is actually doing this. Has sat in the steward's box for the last 7 hours. Not doing stewarding for that full time because obviously it's report based, but he has been there and thereabouts. I know Greenicle's been in there as well. So people are giving up their time, and I'll be completely frank with people. We just generally don't have the finances to be able to pay these people. Toga makes very little money. In fact, it's running at a loss, and I don't want to turn it into a woe is me or a cap in the hand job, because I'd never do that. But obviously these folks that do it, Mac, Dexter, Ollie, Reese, Eric, all these people give up their time to essentially do it for free. So that's why I feel bad for handing over. Yes, so we have got positions open for stewards. I think stewards, Mac will probably tell me otherwise, but I think stewards is probably something we're looking for the most. I know Barry's just come on to be a sort of a part-time helper, steward helper, whilst he's on his comms duties. But what we don't like is we don't want to mix up people. We want people to either be a steward or a commentator, really, if we can get away with it and have those predefined roles, because it just works out better for everyone. 100%. No, 100%. Yeah, but 100%, man. Get yourself an application in if you really do want to help out in any way, shape, or form, whether it's once a week or once a fortnight or whatever you want to call it. Then yeah, please feel free, man. And if you're in sim racing for money, you're in the wrong business. 100%, 100%. No, honestly, I don't like to turn things into a soppy, stroke my ego sort of thing. We will talk about racing at some point, but we have got plenty of time. But yeah, we honestly, without the core team, if you like, the people that are sort of the heads of, who can then bring everybody else to the table, Toga would nowhere near be as good as it is today. Nowhere near. Nowhere near. Nowhere near. The amount of times, Max had to pull me together and tell me to sort myself out and stop being a fool. Sorry, I thought my son was just coming up to my shed. Or the amount of times Dexter has said, stop being an idiot, stuff like that. It's yeah, without those guys, really, it's hard. It's really hard. I think where Toga really wants to sit itself. Oh well, especially me. 1 second, give me a sec. Sorry, I have a pigeon that's like foraging around. I do my commentary all from like a garden. Like a shed in the bottom of the garden. I could hear a pigeon with a door open foraging around, and it's really off-putting. So yeah, I was just clapping my hands to get rid of this bloody pigeon. Random, I know. So yeah, where we would love Toga to sit in this world is for it to be the most recognised sim racing community. I'd love to be able to, at some stage in Toga's life, is either hire out a venue to host a championship, or have our own premise where we could bring people in and host the races, bring all the commentators down, sit them in a booth, get them doing commentary whilst we live stream something IRL. That would be sick. That would be so cool. Yeah, that would be that would where we want to sit ourselves, or we go one step further and actually have the ability to actually putting a full racing team into some sort of event, like an actual race car. But Either all those ones require some capital that we don't have, but we're going to grind it out and see where it takes us. That's where we're at right now. So yeah. So yeah, to make a living, it's a full-time job, 100%. Not just racing, but the social media, streaming, etc. Yeah. No, 100%. Yeah, we were fortunate enough. Mac pulled some strings, and we were lucky enough to get Jardir on to a sort of a TOGcast, we call it, that we are slowly trying to bring back. But again, it just requires so much time from Mac and the team involved. We had a conversation with Jardir, and we sort of, went under the bonnet, if you like, and understand who Jardir was, and he almost gave it up. The whole sim racing thing. He tried to do it full time, and didn't really make anything of it. Got a job and basically was going to jack it in, and then excuse me, and then thought, you know what, I'm going to give it one more go. Gave it his all, and yeah, and he hasn't looked back, I suppose. So yeah, Jardir is your friend, 100%. But it's the same with Rory Alexander as well. If you've seen him on YouTube, I was watching a video about him the other day, and he actually took 2 weeks off of work to see what. So obviously he built up a community, anyways, from just racing in his spare time in the evenings and so on, and weekends and so on and so forth, and sort of started to see his obviously community growing. And rather than sort of take the plunge and just a hard stop and decide to just go again, he actually took 2 weeks off work as paid holiday, and basically did 9 to 5 Monday to Friday, or whatever his schedule was, to grind out those streams just to see what his revenue would be. And yeah, it was insane for him. It built up his community even more. He obviously went back to work and carried on for a wee while. And then yeah, took the plunge and turned it into a full-time job. So it is possible. The problem is what we do. We're not an individual. It's not like it's my channel. It's our channel, our community. It's essentially your channel. We host races for you. So for us to be popular, we need more drivers. We need people watching us, but people want to take part. So it's a lot harder to build up that. No, that's the wrong term. Build up the viewership, get people to start contributing in terms of Twitch subs or YouTube subs, or those sorts of things. So whereas an individual like Jardir, it's all about him, isn't it? That's his channel. He races, he enters the races, he does the racing, and he's bloody quick. So people want to stick around for the fast guys, don't they? So that's how he's gone success, and he's a really nice guy as well. If you haven't heard the podcast, by the way, go and check it out. It's on the YouTube channel. It's under the TOGcast section. It's a two-parter, I think. But we've got, I've done a couple. We've done one somewhat. We've done the CEO of Motorsport Games, Jardir. Who else have we done? And other just random community members that have got involved and wanted to do it. So. Yeah, it's pretty good. Oh, I have just seen. So, did Southcott? Yeah, he did. He got a drive-through penalty. So they were half a second gap between him and 297 car, and unfortunately, Southcott has had to dive into the pits, and now he's lost another place. So he's now down in P7, now 90 seconds away from P5. So, yeah, that's obviously that's a drive-through. Drive-through for Southcott for, I assume, track limits. That's really annoying, isn't it? Yeah, 100%, man. Go and check them out. They're hope Mac doesn't mind me saying it. They're simple. There's no sort of fancy edits. We just basically sat down with people and over Discord, and we just had a chat. Basically, that's what they were designed for. I'd love to be able to bring them back, but what we would really need is a dedicated person to do them. Mac is really busy doing other things. He has personal lives, like we all have personal stuff going on. So yeah, it's difficult to spend the time getting people in a room, recorded, so on and so forth. Ah, thanks, Mac Legend. Thank you, buddy. So yeah, right. If you mind giving me 30 seconds or so, I'm gonna run and get myself a drink because I've got 37 minutes under my belt, and I could really do with a bottle of water next to me. So if you don't mind, I'm going to, hopefully I've got a be right back message. Yes, I have. I will put that on the screen and I'll be right back. Sorry, I appreciate it was longer than 30 seconds. My wife and my daughter come home. They've been at the theatre all day today. So they literally, as soon as I walked in the house, they come home. So I've missed loads of chat. I'll let the guys talk amongst themselves. Yes. Also, thank you very much for the follow on TikTok. Doesn't say your name, but thank you anyway. Appreciate you. I am Stun as well. Thank you very much for the Twitch follow, man. Appreciate you. Thank you very much. Do you know what I think? I've not kept an eye on them for a while. We just tipped 700 followers on Twitch as well. So thank you, mate. Thank you very much for that. Oh, and has it got dark really quickly? Jeez. That's insane. So yeah, what were we discussing before I left? Simtech going well up to 5 to P12. Let's go. Let's go. Welcome in, Lewis, man. Hope you're well, buddy. Hope you've had a good race so far. And then we've got Eric coming in for Twitch as well. Thank you, man. Appreciate you. Just got ACC and quit iRacing. Can't wait. Let's go, Tom. So, Tom, now you've done that, head over to our profile on TikTok. You'll see, hopefully Discord works, the Discord link. You'll see the SimGrid page, and you'll see a few other social media items. And we will, you'll better sign up to those races. Thanks for the prompt, Mac. Appreciate you, man. So, okay, just checking something. Cool. Awesome. My new wheel comes on Monday. Let's go, Len video. So, are you a console or PC player? Because that makes a difference, whether you can join us or not. Yes, so whilst I am PC, let's go, man. Again, Len, if you're watching and you want to join us, buddy, get yourself over to our profile on TikTok. Follow us on Discord, SimGrid, all our socials, basically. And we will, if you want to race with us, then please feel free. Please feel free. So yes, Mac has kindly prompted me to talk about something that we have only just been done, really. We have, yes, and there is a YouTube video on how to join us. Thanks, Mac. Yes. Yeah, thanks, Mac. So we have done, we've set up we've called it a Members Monday or Monday Members race. Essentially what we are asking people to do, and I will show you. Hopefully you guys can see it. Yeah, you should be able to see it on screen. Yeah, so as you can see here, and again, this is what I hate doing this, but obviously Toga needs to try and keep themselves running. Essentially, we have some pricing plans for you guys on our website, and from as little as £1 per month to become a subscriber, you will have the option, the ability to join our Members Monday race here at Toga Motorsport. And essentially what this race is it's just basically a thank you to all of our members for being part of the community, supporting us. It's a simple 10-minute practice, a 10-minute sprint 1 shootout, and then it's a reverse grid for round race 2. So it's kind of fun. It's kind of a bit out of the normal. Sorry, I will get back to you, Kevin. Please wait, mate. I'm just talking about just a little thing that we've got saying here at Toga. So if you're interested, becoming a member, you get access to all of our special behind-the-scenes events, basically, plus all these other options. So if you're interested, get yourself signed up today. Yeah. Kevin, like I say, I do appreciate you. Just give us time to just promote one of our events, please, my friend. We've had the racing on for pretty much all day. 30 seconds shouldn't hurt. Yeah. Yes. So, yes, Len, you will need to purchase ACC. It's like really cheap. You will need some extra DLC as well, but again, they can be found on CD keys. They're like a couple of quid per DLC. I think there's only like a maximum of what, 5 DLCs for ACC. Predominantly, most of the stuff is in the base game anyway, so you'll be okay. But like, if you got a desire to race at Nordschleife, or sorry, I'm just trying to pull my chair in, or if you want to do a specific type of car like the Audi, I think, like a DLC car, then you'll need those extra bits of DLC basically. But yeah, obviously, guys, that AC2 or AC Evo is due to be coming out apparently this year as well. So again, that might be something interesting that we can talk about in the future. But for now, obviously, we're still waiting on. We're still racing with normal ACC for now, and obviously AC is there as well. But a tasty little battle for P2 right now, guys. We are on board with Alexander Lee in the BF Racing Ferrari, who's only 0.2 between him and is that Padino? Is that pronounce the name? So yeah, after 7.5 hours of solid racing, as we move into the night stint, the battle for P2 is separated by 0.3 of a second. So, mind blown moment there. So these guys have been battling it out, no doubt, all day, and they're still trying to get past. The rain says it's looking to ease off within the next 30. So whether or not we will get some dry running before the end of the session. Track temperature is down to 22 degrees, with obviously the night setting in. I was way off, by the way, my prediction. I thought that we would be seeing dusk, but we'll see full-on darkness by the end of the race. I'm good as things. No, I'm not. I've held it. Let's go defend like hell. Yeah, he needs to look how close they are. Wow. They are really on the edge. They are super on the edge. Obviously, these guys are seasoned professionals, if you like, when it comes to endurance racing. Oh, that McLaren really bounces over the curb to get some really good exit as well, by the way. Ready down into the back straight for the 210th time. Wow, 200 laps. That's insane. Guys are doing madness things right now. But everyone else is really separated on the grid. We've got 30 cars left, so we've lost 4 cars. So still got 30 car grid, which is really good. And don't forget, guys, the top 5 will receive a prize money back after the end of the race. So obviously this battle for P2 is significant for the terms of the prize pool that the drivers will receive once their results are published. We do give, we are giving quite a considerable amount of money back to the drivers based on their entry fee, which we only feel is fair. We have been talking about how can improve for next year, and we have a few ideas already lined up that we will let people know about very soon, about the next endurance round. Oh, okay. So they are within. Okay, let's have a quick. So P12 to P15. Oh, I get you. I see you. Yeah. Yeah, that should be a really fun battle, actually. A nice little pocket of drivers. I tell you what, I have a lot of respect for, right? And I'm not sure if you guys are with me here. But for people down in like 29th and 30th place, currently car 22 is on lap 197, which is 13 laps. No, yes, 14 laps. Sorry, off the lead lap. Oh, it's a big send up the outside. Goes the Ferrari. Can you make it stick? Oh, it's gone off the screen. What are you doing? Stop. There we go. normal service has been resumed as the Ferrari got the pace down into T1. This is Suzuka, mate, on TikTok. Who's going to have the bigger cojones? Are they going to touch? Oh, it's going to be close. The Ferraris get run off the racing line, but the McLaren does retain the pace. McLaren will be better in this sort of faster part of the circuit, and they touch ever so slightly. And but we stay as we are then. The McLaren of Lee still retains P2 as it currently stands. Fire direct, yes, 100%. It's like, no, don't do that. That's auto camera for you. I left auto camera on thinking it would be clever enough to dictate where the battles are, but clearly not. Clearly not. So yeah, as expected, the McLaren does pull away ever so slightly, as it would do in that in the first part of the sector 1. Sorry, it being a more technically technical part of the circuit, and the McLaren being much better on with its aero. But as you can see, the Ferrari does slowly start to pull back, and gets a very good exit out of the hairpin to try and pull up closer to the McLaren. And it's obviously third sector now, as they're coming round, is where the Ferrari really does pick up pace. We are seeing Southcott as well moving on to the rear of oh god, the Lambo of Gabriel. He's only now within a second gap. We can go back to that one shortly. But here we go then. We'll try it again. The McLaren goes super defensive into 130R. These guys, he's going to pop it out. Wait. Not quite enough. Almost takes the front of his nose off to try and get back onto the racing line. Into the braking zone we're going to go. Under the bridge. Can the Ferrari make any difference in the gap here? He's not quite close enough as he was last time around, and the McLaren's going to hold on to it for another lap then. But certainly this is only losing the gap. I mean, they're already, 2 laps down anyway to the leader, who has actually disappeared off into the distance. Into the braking zone they go for turn 1. Very tricky at the best of times, especially when there's a bit of water on the circuit. And as you can see, the Ferrari does get a bit closer this time round, but the McLaren, as it has done previous, pulls away ever so slightly due to the technical nature of this track. But the Ferrari is doing really well to hold on to the back of the McLaren all through sector 1, and obviously the Ferrari seems to be a lot stronger inside sector 2 and sector 3. So is this not a possibility for an overtake on this lap then? Well, we'll keep our eyes peeled as they go through sector 1 into their... That is a weird corner. I'm not sure what that corner is called. Down again under the bridge we go to the hairpin. Can the Ferrari get alongside? The McLaren seems to have a really good exit from that part of the corner. Into the braking zone we go then. Goes defensive, does the McLaren. Can the Ferrari get a good getaway? He is really pushing down. So I can imagine the TC is really kicking in now as they're trying to nail the throttle to try and pull away. But the McLaren again does really well to pull out a gap into, was that team 15? I think it is. Here they go then. Ferrari's getting a tiny bit closer. You can see it's squirrely a little bit on the exit. Well, that could be the lag, the jitters. It could be the lag. And here we go to 130R again. The Ferrari's going to close the gap in the slipstream, but he's also trying to cool his tyres down at the same time then, by the looks of it. As they go into 130R, both of them are still on the circuit, just about. Into the braking zone we go. Ferrari is a lot closer. Hello, Ryan. Do you want to come into the comms box and commentate with me? Here we go then. Ferrari. One's got a cup of slide. The McLaren's got a slide on. And no, the Ferrari is not close enough. And we go again. Whilst we... oh, God. Oh, I thought that was going to be a send then from the McLaren. I thought he was going to send it. We have, in fact, we've got pockets of battles everywhere. I really don't want to take my eyes off this, but we have got Southcott, who is 0.4 to him and Gabriel, and we've got Humble on Papin down for P. This will be for P8. So let me just go back to these guys. They go through into 130R. Then Mustang on McLaren. Is the McLaren going to think about the send? He pops it out to see sort of the fake, if you like, to see if he can get past. We've also got Simmons and Blues down in P12 battling it out. Let's go on board with these guys again and have a look what their situation is as they go into the chicane. Then it's Ferrari, Aston versus Ferrari, isn't it, if I'm not mistaken. We've also got another battle as well between Kyron Chef and Canton, Ferrari and McLaren, as the McLaren is going to go up the outside, into the chicane. Not quite got enough. Can the switchback work for him? Gets a good exit. Just gives him a little tap on the exit. Really wasn't thinking about where that Ferrari was, and has caused a little touch there. I wonder if that's going to get reported by the race stewards. Reported to our stewards, and that is Simmons then, has moved up a place, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, that is Simmons in the turn 1 AMR Aston Martin, has got past Blues, yes, for P12. So that move is well done. Oh, we've got Jack Humble in the wall. Where is that? Oh dear, Jack. In the Sky Sim Sport, I'm pretty sure that's going to be, was that Lewis's team? But yeah, he is in the wall. That is so unfortunate. I'm not sure if there was contact. Let's have a quick look. Can we see any contact between these two? Contact? No, it doesn't look like it. I only can see the contact between Kyron and Canton. That was the only contact we can see. I'm watching on Twitch. Let's go, Len. Let's go, man. Appreciate you, buddy. Appreciate you. I'm just still keeping an eye on Lee versus... Oh, he's got past. No, he hasn't. No, he hasn't. Oh, has he? Yes, we have. We have got a change for P2, guys. We've missed this. This is what's happened whilst we've been away looking at other battles. The McLaren of Paduno has got past the Ferrari of Lee. So there we go. Then that's a change of position into for P2. For P2 then. So let's now see if the McLaren... No, it's not. No, it's not. Ignore me. It's not. It's not. It's not. It's not. The McLaren was always ahead. Please ignore what I've just said. I'm talking absolute rubbish. I've talked absolute rubbish. Oh, it's close. They are literally rubbing paint there. No, the Ferrari was always behind the McLaren. I'm talking absolute waffle. Yeah, thanks for pointing it out, guys. There we go. The Ferrari does seem to be a lot closer, but he's also trying to cool its tyres down. The track has gone to damp now. So I don't know whether it's on board with someone. There is, it's spray, isn't it? Probably better on. No, it is still raining. Oops, wrong camera. It is still raining out there, ever so slightly, but the track is damp. It's not wet now, so we'll see who's gonna benefit from this or not. Always, he gets a bit squirrely. Frost. Oh, there we go. Ferrari's going to get him. He's going to try and go around the outside of the chicane. It's not going to get anything there. Yeah, there's no way going to make that happen. Who winning and how far are they? We've got car 76 in the Aston Martin. They are currently 2 laps ahead of everybody else. And they held the fastest lap with a 59.0. So it seems, like I say, it seems like the Ferrari is much better into Sector 3, but unable to get the job done into the chicane. He almost needs to be the other side of the McLaren to get the job done. But we'll go again then. So we've been watching this battle now for 5 laps, and they're still no different. They're still the same as you were in this race. 2 hours 15 minutes to go. I've got me drink, so I'm all good. I'm well plenished for liquid. I might go and get a snack at some point if I need one. And I'm going to try and stay up tonight as well because I want to watch the football. But we'll see if I fall asleep or not. So yeah, I'm just catching a breath. I am still here. Gav, thanks for the love hearts, mate. Thank you very much, buddy, for the nice double tap of the screen there. Yo, Gav, welcome in, man. Hope you're well, boss. Yeah, it's good to have you in the stream, mate. Thank you very much, my friend. Southcott has now got past Gabrielle Osclair for P6. So that is the BMW who got a drive-through penalty, don't forget. And he was like really close to the McLaren of Ludris. But he obviously, with that drive-through penalty, has dropped back to now over a minute. Oh, no, sorry, 43 seconds. Sorry. So he's got to make up that space. He's lapping faster, but not by too much. So it's going to be a long slog. But coming up to the back markers, now that McLaren, we notice, of Paduno likes to get on that curb on the exit of the chicane. And that's quite dangerous to get on that curb. Obviously, he's no doubt a much better driver than me. But still, that is quite a tricky place to accelerate. Yes, it really is. Sorry, I've had a cold. I've just got over a cold. But you know when you've got over the cold, but the cold's still there, and you just need to like get it out. That's the sensation I'm feeling right now. Let's have a look a bit further down the grid then. We're not seeing too many battles really. We did see a battle for P 12 and 13, but unfortunately that's now not materialised. Kyron has got past Canton, but no doubt there'll be a penalty. Well, if it's reported, that is, from that team. Sorry, my phone keeps pinging, doesn't it? But this battle is where it's at then, ladies and gents. This is the battle that we all want to see. Is the battle for P2. But it's still ongoing. It's been 6 laps since we picked this battle up. But prior to that, it was still going. It's still there. It's still happening. Go BSR 78. Dario, welcome in. Oh, we're a lot closer now. Oh, was that a push to pass? Was that a push to pass? I didn't see that. But it did look like the Ferrari gave the McLaren a little touch. Should we go back 30 seconds? Whether or not it's going to break my... We'll see here. We've gone back in the replay. Into 130R then. No, the McLaren just outbrakes himself. No. The McLaren outbrakes himself into 130R and basically runs wide then. And that's the Ferrari, a freebie for the Ferrari then essentially. Yeah, so that is a change of position then for P2. So yeah, that after all those battles, it turned out to be just a little mistake from Wilf in the McLaren, and it was yeah, that was it. That was enough. That was enough for the Ferrari to the easiest overtake he's going to do all day, no doubt, and that's a P2. They are a lap down, sorry, on the leader, so they've got a long way to go. The leader is absolutely flying, by the way. Last time around, to be fair, they are. I think they're cruising now. I think the leader is cruising. Yo, Tippy man, welcome in, boss. Hope you're doing well, man. It's been a long time no speak. Hope you're doing well, my friend, and family's all good. Yeah, it's good to see you, boss. It's good to see you, mate. Oh dear. So, what's the gap between P5 and P6? The gap between P5 and P6 is 43 seconds. So, Ludrid did a 2:08.7 last time around, 7:10, and Southcott did a 2:08.727. So yeah, they are almost doing similar lap time to one another. Ludrid just did a 2:08.975, and obviously we're on board with Southcott right now, who's obviously quite a long way behind. Yes, quite a long way behind yet, so we won't know what his lap time's going to be until the end. Yeah, I've got a bit. Yeah, we had kids in it, so yeah, I picked up a little cold when I went to Butlins last weekend, which is always fun. When you're trying to enjoy yourself on a holiday and you pick up a little cold, it's not ideal, is it? But yeah, get on the men now. So this lap, the last lap for Southcott was a 2:08.940, so three tenths quicker, no, 0.003 of a second quicker than Ludrid. That's all it was between them last time around. So, I mean, it's nothing. It's minuscule. I don't think, unless Southcott's pace is by far faster than Ludrid in the dry. I think yeah, it's going to be very difficult to break that time up, considering how closely they are matched. One driver that is, I think, struggling now. Oh, they've changed drivers. So yeah, we've got Nick, Timmermans, currently in the Ferrari. He did a 2:10.3 last time around. So that was a couple of seconds slower than everybody else around him. So I don't know whether that was just a bad lap. He had a moment, he had an off, or whatever it may well be. But yeah, for being in P4, he's a couple of seconds per lap off the pace, if you like. Okay. TikTok has decided not to be live. TikTok people, am I still live? I just had a notification say I'd gone offline. If you could let me know. Well, I can see people joining, so I imagine it's okay. Will this track dry up before the end of the race, or will there be more rain? I don't know is the question. It says less rain in 30 minutes. I don't know if anyone's got ACC. I wonder if my ACC drive will work. I don't want to... you watch it break now. Ah, yes. Yeah, I saw you went to... you went with... you saw Ollie, didn't you, at Goodwood? Ah, cool. Perfect. Thank you, man. Appreciate you. Thanks for telling me I'm live. Still on TikTok. I didn't know. It just disconnected. Like, it said it was not working. Right, let's see if ACC Drive can tell me a bit more information about the weather. I know people get annoyed by me pressing my... Right, let's have a look. So, yeah, insufficient... Yeah, I don't know. That's an annoying thing. I'm not going to be able to see that because... whether I'll see session info. Give me a sec. I'm just looking to see if I can find weather. No, it's not that. Fuel info. Local time. No inputs. Radar, no, relative, track map. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to get a good indication of weather. The weather? Oh, hang on. The fuel calculator. No, I've not got any information about. I've not got any other information about weather, I'm afraid. So that's annoying. Under live info. Try under live. Yes, I'm on live info, and basically it's saying no change to the weather. But I don't know whether that's just because it's not calculated it properly or what. So we'll have to see if it. So it's saying the track is green now. By the way, that's what it's telling me. That's what it's telling me. Yeah, it's not updating anything because we've got people in the pits now. Yeah, I'll keep an eye on it and see if it changes. It might change before the end. And we'll see what happens. It's saying track is green, but obviously on ACC it's saying track is damp green. One of the two. So yeah, we'll keep an eye on it. It's saying less rain in 30 minutes. So yeah, we can only go by that indication, can't we? So everything's connected. Yeah, we can't see anything as it stands right now. So we'll keep our beady eyes on that and see what we can see. Tippy's lurking. No wonder, Matt. No worries, man. You lurk away, boss. You lurk away. You lurk away. So let's talk about, whilst we sort of we've just done 2 hours to go. In fact, now let's talk about our. Yeah, I know, right? It's insane. Let's talk about our academy. So TOGA Academy, and how that could help drivers that are watching us today, or it tickles your interest and you want to maybe be a part of it and see what can happen here at TOGA. So, as you guys well know, we have an esports team. We have obviously the main community, which is obviously the platform that we're hosting everything on right now. But we also have a esports department, which is solely run really by Reese and Ollie, are the two team managers. Obviously, it was originally set up by me, but I can't do everything, and it's obviously always good to let other people take the limelight rather than it all be down to me. So we created the esports team. We got people joining us to want to race with us, which was fantastic. And then Mac had the idea to create a mentoring session where we would take drivers that wanted to improve lap time or might have not necessarily been that fast, and wanted to basically improve. And Mac took it upon himself to take on that and to basically set up a mentoring session where we got like 5 or 6 people, I think, that wanted to join this session, and we sort of did a few practice races. We did just sort of a normal, drivers, Dexter, myself, Barry, so on and so forth, sort of sat with these mentoring people, as a mentor, and try to offer our services. Obviously, we're not all rapid drivers, most of us, well, me included. I'm not fast, but I thought I would try and help out. So that went on for a couple of weeks, and Mac's our head of content creation. He obviously does a lot of stuff behind the scenes at TOGA, and obviously he couldn't commit to doing the mentoring thing, a couple of nights a week. So basically, it was passed over to Barry. Barry showed a big interest into this, and basically we decided that Barry would take it over. In the meantime, Barry and Reese had already had discussions about creating a TOGA Academy, and the rest basically is history. So the guys basically turn up twice a week or once a week to the TOGA Academy. They will do a couple of races. They'll do like a practice session, and then they'll do a couple of short races. And basically, we'll then decide. We'll then pick a track and then decide what we're going to do, and then race around it. And then obviously the Barry's there to help with alongside other people to improve the driver's skill. He has got so good that we have people like Amirius, Mank, Sharwin, to name just a few people whose lap times are just exponentially going up so fast, where they've had time, they've had practice. Amirius basically was a driver that had never done any online stuff before, was quite nervous about doing it, was very reluctant to doing it because obviously the stigma around multiplayer racing. We got him into the rookie championship, and now he's got to the point now where he is almost too fast for the rookie championship, spending time with us, learning his skills, honing his skills, and progressing through the ranks essentially. What also we've done is in the TOGA esports team, we have created the sort of two areas of it. We've created the academy side of it, and then we've created the sort of the main esports team. And basically now there is a clear path for academy drivers to move into the main esports team. And it's just so good to see. It's so rewarding to see drivers sending us screenshots of them on podiums, or they're doing really well, they're really enjoying, they're doing LFM, they're doing all sorts of things in the rookie championship. And then obviously then moving into endurance races. We did 4 hours of Monza the other week, and obviously we had a couple of academy teams racing that, and they did really well. So we are super proud of what we've achieved here. I think there's still more we can do, I'll be brutally honest, but as a starting point, I think it's such a really good concept to have an academy as well as a community, if you like. So yeah, that was just a bit of blurb about what we do. Pilk Boy is asking, do we do iRacing stuff? Now, short answer, no. Long answer is we are looking into the possibility of doing stuff, but it's trying to find the right stuff. It's trying to find the right championship, the right cars, the right tracks. Do people own them? No one wants to do MX-5s or GR86s or, I don't know, something along those lines. People want to do cool stuff like hypercars or Porsches or, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not sure. Do you know what? I think, Kevin, you're the only one. I don't know anybody else that's in the academy. Luke's racing, but he's not in the academy. So let me just tab this. No, I think Kevin, you're in the academy, right? Yeah. Yeah. No one else. Oh, Fuller. Brandon's in here. Brandon's in the academy. Well, is he in the? No, he's in the main esports team. He's not in the academy. Yeah. No, but Pilk Boy, yeah, we to cut a long story short, no, we aren't doing iRacing stuff at the moment. Again, it's an additional cost to host a race on there. So yeah, it's very difficult to do that. So yeah. What's that? Good evening, all. Good to see you all. Been at work all day at the Top Gear track. Let's go, Charlie, man. How was it? Well, the ex-Top Gear track. Not. There isn't a Top Gear track anymore, I guess. Top Gear even still going. That's another thing. I thought Top Gear's now finished, no? I thought it's finished. Oh. Sorry, I'm just my brother sent me a picture of his new car, and I'm just editing the picture, saying he needs a private plate, and I'm basically giving him a private plate. I can't say the word on the stream because I don't want to get demonetized, but I can say that it starts with C, ends in T, and it's not coat. Yeah. BBC counts it this December. Well, I think controversial, but it was crap. It was crap. After those three left, I watched when it was Flintoff. Flintoff. Who else was it? I can't think of the other ones. And that was okay. And then Freddie Flintoff got injured, didn't he? And then it just sort of went downhill. But yeah, no, the Grand Tour was where it was at for me. The Grand Tour was where it was at. So obviously after those little battles we've had, we've also had driver changes by the looks of it. Stint timers have been reset, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, basically everyone inside. Yeah, literally everybody has had a pit stop change and a change of personnel. So P1 are 8 minutes into their stint. P2 is only 3 minutes in, and P3 are 7 minutes in as well. So that's why we're seeing now gaps on track, is because people are on different stints. Rain to end in 30 minutes, ladies and gents. Rain to stop in 30 minutes. So we might get the last... Oh, as P4 goes off at T1. So we're going to see in 30 minutes then, we're potentially going to be seeing cars coming into the pits to change tyres to dries, I'd imagine. So yeah, that should be good fun. Yeah, well, I mean, Charlie, if you're free, my guy, and want to come in and chat, then I'm not gonna say no. Put it that way. But if you're busy, then you know, feel free to. Yeah, if you're not busy, sorry, feel free. No, Finley, we can't, unfortunately. That would be giving away quite a lot of strategy, would it not? But we can work it out. I mean, it is easy to work out by just a look at the tyre. Obviously, right now, everyone would be on wets. So I don't know why that's popping up. Sorry, just doing something. I'm dragging. One sec, hang on. You're not in the chat. Are you mid-conversation? Can I drag you in now? I think we've pulled a throw move here. Oh, have you gone... Are you on... Finley, you on slicks already? You're giving away your strategy, my guy. But are you slicks already? So you're down in P26. So you've done a bold call, my guy. Charlie, I'm not dragging both of you in. I'm just saying that now. Bonjour, hang on, I need to bring you on stream.
Bonjour, no.
There we go. So yeah, you up, mate?
Okay, I've got two of you now. No, that's fine.
Yeah, one of me's enough.
Yeah.
One of me's definitely enough.
Yeah, absolutely. Have you been steering all day, this? Or have you been...
Others
been streaming?
Others have been streaming. I started the day off doing stewarding, and then I've ended the day on the final stint. But yeah, no, it was Zeta and Mac did the first or 4. No, I
Four.
think Barry's done 3, and I've done the last 3.5. We're a bit delayed in terms of start time.
Yeah, so yeah, I've
So
seen everything.
yeah, so we're a bit delayed. So I've picked up that with 3.5 to go. So
Too bad, right?
no, it's not too bad. It's actually been alright, to be fair. It's gone quite quick up to this point. So
Yeah.
but yeah, Finley's just saying that they pulled a Ferrari move, and I think they've already gone to slicks.
I think I can tell that they pulled a Ferrari. I'm not gonna lie.
Hang on, I've not clicked on them yet, just because I didn't want to commentators
Go on,
curse them.
number 18. Go on.
What car number are they?
Number 18.
Right, here we go.
It's my team, so it's like.
Okay, let's have a look. Oh, okay, yeah, they're very tentative, aren't they? I imagine TC's on like 10.
Who's in the car at the moment? Is it
Jay.
Kevin? Jay. Oh, Jay. Yeah. Jay's all right in the wet, to be fair. I did a 24 hours off Silverstone with him, and it was pretty much wet the whole time through.
Oh, he's just gone off.
Oh,
But I think he's on the blue flags, yeah.
Yeah. I saw a few penalties for them earlier, and I was like, fair enough.
Oh, no.
But, yeah.
I'll tell you what, they're brave, though, right?
Fair, it's Jay's... I think it's Finley's longest endurance race he's done.
Okay.
It's also Kevin's longest endurance race. Obviously, he did the Monza race the other week.
Yeah.
So this is his longest he's done. And then, obviously, as I mentioned, Jay's done 24s before, but...
I mean, yeah, it's a long time. I mean, there's 3 of them, so what's that, what, 3.5 hours each or something? Or whatever it is. Yeah.
3 hours and, like...
A bit.
20 minutes.
Yeah. So if they've split it all evenly, then it should be alright. But yeah, doing a 10 hours is quite tough, isn't it? Really?
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, you know, I'm not. They're not here to win.
No.
I mean, granted, there's quite a few pretty fast people in this lobby. I mean, I can see Bjorkman in there, for example, in the number 69 car.
Yeah.
Obviously, he's pretty fast with Luke and Kraus in there. And then obviously the sort of leaders and stuff. But for them to be, you know, 26th with still an hour and 46 to go, you know.
100%, man. And they've bit the bullet early, so they could benefit from this. Like, all right, it says less rain in 10 minutes, so they're only going to get faster. It's whether or not the tyres should hold out, because they're not being ruined.
My only concern is about the tyres is if they are on wets, the pressures might be an issue.
Yeah.
I don't know how much of the race has been wet, but
quite a bit. They're on dries. They've taken the dry tyre now already.
Right.
So that's why they're...
If they're on dries as well, it might be temperature as well.
Yeah.
It's 21 degrees at night with wet.
Yeah.
Your tyres are going to be pretty stone cold.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Hopefully, yeah.
No, 100%, man. No, Finley's saying... Sorry.
Yeah, sorry. You...
No, sorry. Finley's just saying he's only done 4 hours before.
Yeah.
And he said, I can't lie, we might have pulled a Red Bull strategy move here. So,
Red Bull or Ferrari? Which one?
At this current moment in time, I think it's Ferrari.
Yeah.
But, like I say, they're... Annoyingly, they're 3 or 2 laps down from P25. Like, they're going to gain some time in the pit stop, because they're going to need to, no doubt, change your P25 is going to need to change tyres.
Yeah.
Sorry, they're 2 laps off.
Fuel.
Yeah, and fuel. So, I mean, if they can, but then after that, you know, to P24, they're now 3 laps down. So, sod it. What's the worst?
What's there to lose?
Exactly. They got no worries. They're a lap ahead of P27, so that's not really an issue either. So sod it. Yeah. Why the hell not go for it? Why not?
Exactly. Make a gamble and try and make the most out of it.
If
it means that you lose a little bit, then fair enough.
I think overall they'll gain some time back. Definitely gain some time back. It's whether or not it's going to be enough time, but I mean,
Now I'm interested if you can. You've got the livery on, haven't you?
yeah.
Can you F7 and look on the rear left, like right at the back of the car? If Luke is watching, he will love this.
Left.
Rear left, yes. There should be a character on there.
A little Scooby-Doo, is that or something?
It's not Scooby-Doo, it's Big Les. If you know who Big Les is, then you know who Big Les is.
You can just about see it. One, it's really dirty. And obviously, two, it's quite dark. So, yeah, but it's there. It's there. You can see it. There you go.
Luke will love that. Yeah.
But yeah, they're doing a stellar job. What was their last lap time? They did a 2:15.7, which is not tragic.
Yeah, that's not too bad.
On dries as well.
Yeah,
so that ain't tragic. That's not tragic.
No, exactly.
So yeah, I think
as we said, there's plenty of time left.
Yeah. Hour and 40
happen.
minutes. Yeah, exactly. Anything can and probably will happen.
What's the sort of closest gap at the moment, really? I've not got anything up. I've literally just got the closest.
So 4 seconds between P6 and P7 as it stands. P2 and P3 were like 0.3 of a second, but now P2 got past and is now pulled a 13-second gap. 5 seconds between 10 and 11. 6 seconds between 17 and 18. So yeah, the gaps, but the stints are all over the place, if you like. So a lot of people have just stopped, but they're like 6, 7, 8 minutes apart in terms of stint, if that makes sense. So
quite a few laps between each.
Yeah, exactly. And obviously in time as well, they're a bit behind, but it's all going to be flipped on its head again in a minute. Once the dry comes, those wets are going to start overheating quite quickly. So,
but also the main thing as well is if obviously it's damp at the moment, but it's cold and it's night time, so there's no heat being put on the track really, apart from the tires. And
so how
anyway?
No, how quickly is that dry line going to come? Yeah.
So it might just be a race to the end where the track is a little bit sketchy here and there.
Yeah. We got P27's just coming to the pits as well. So.
And they're 2 laps behind?
They're 1 lap behind your team right now. Jay's done a 2:14.5 last time round, which is 3 seconds slower than P25. But bearing in mind there are 2 completely different tyre type.
Oh yeah.
So that's not bad going. I think anyway, personally.
Who's got fastest lap at the moment?
That would be the leaders. Leaders.
Extra 5 though, don't they?
They get an extra 5. So yeah, 59.0 is the fastest lap right now, which is
pretty fast.
The leaders has got it.
Maniac.
They are literally so fast, those guys.
Have we got we can see a lot of Ferraris and McLarens. See the odd Aston, the odd Ford.
Yeah, so we got a Lambo in P7, Aston P1, Ferrari P2, McLaren P3, Ferrari 4, McLaren 5, Beamer 6, Lambo 7, Mustang 8, McLaren, Ferrari, Mustang, Aston, Ferrari, Aston. 1 Mercedes, currently 19th. Was actually a lot higher than that earlier on in the race. I'm not sure if they've had an issue, but they were much higher. The bottom few are all McLarens. But yeah, it's good to see a good sprinkling of cars. The standout one is the Lambo.
Yeah, I mean, sole Lambo. I mean, I see a Mercedes in 19th, but obviously that's midway through the pack, really.
Yeah, well, like I say, they were battling top 10 at earlier on in this race, so I'm not sure whether it's bad luck or whatever. Yeah, they were 100% close.
I do know that obviously the McLaren's sort of popular and competitive pretty much everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Same with the Ferrari. I know the Ferrari's pretty good here, and I know Kieran, for example, can do some amazing things in Ferraris here. But it's strange that the Mercedes isn't higher up than that, because normally if you see a Mercedes, you know that they're sort of there for business, you know?
Yeah.
Especially in an endurance league. Like, if you choose a Mercedes, you're a little bit insane.
You are a bit. No,
Because
they are.
they're good cars.
No, they are.
But they are very, very sketchy, and to get them fast, you've got to be so precise and accurate, and if one thing goes wrong, you're sort of screwed.
Yeah, agreed.
What I'm sort of surprised about is that there's no Porsches at all.
No,
Is there any that none started?
No, don't think so. Oh, well, there might. Don't think so. No. No, I don't think so. I think it was 0 Porsches. Tippy's just asked, are you still doing open lobby nights? We haven't done those in so long.
They'd be so cool to have, though. Hopefully, once we get our sort of server sorted.
God, don't even go there.
Oh,
that'll be that's a tomorrow job.
That's a tomorrow job, yeah.
That'll be wallet out tomorrow job, I reckon.
Yeah.
Hopefully Dexter's turned off the other server already, so we can get some credit back. But we won't be going to those guys again.
No, fair enough.
But we'll be going elsewhere. We'll put some extra. I think what I'll do is I'll just put the budget up a little bit and just get something that's better, rather than be a bit tighter on money. Just to
make things easier. Yeah.
Less faff, because it's cost us quite a bit in terms of having to cancel one, not getting a full refund, then buy another one up front, maybe a setup fee. So actually, it's cost us more. So if we could just sort of spend that little bit more, get something that we know is good, and then we haven't got to worry about it. It's just crap, man, because the actual physical server is actually really good. It's just the host and so on.
I mean, that's the thing. Like the specs of the servers is like insane. Thousands and thousands of pounds worth of equipment there, but it just can't. It's not been working.
The network is just crap, and it's the problem.
Yeah.
So yeah, we just have to go back to the drawing board and sort that out. But I'm sure it'll be fine.
But still, 30 odd people for this race today is not too bad.
Nah, I can't complain. Like,
considering what's happened and stuff.
I mean, we had 34, so we've only lost 4 drivers in what? 8.5 hours, 7.5 hours.
Yeah, close to 9 hours, yeah.
So that's not that bad. It's not that bad considering. I think it was like 38 that paid, so we lost 4 before we even started. So interesting, yeah. But like, at the end of the day, it was either that or we don't do the race. But I think we had a choice.
People have prepared for the race.
Exactly, no, exactly that. And we it was either stick with the same server, stop the jitteriness, but have disconnects, or have no disconnects, which I know we haven't, but have a slight jitteriness from just the connection. So I know which one I'd rather have personally, but
100%. As many people as possible. But
yeah. Like I say, we will get there. It's just a trial and error thing until we get it right.
And making sure we get what works for us, really.
No, agreed.
And that's the thing, though. There's so many providers now. It's like, who do you choose? Who do you go for? Obviously, you got to think money and budget is one of the sort of main concerns, and then obviously, can it handle us?
Yeah.
Can it handle what we're doing, and can it keep those consistently? But it takes time to find those. But yeah, anyway. I'm going to go checking on my team. I probably should have done that before joining you.
Well, yeah, you should have done actually, yeah.
Sorry, guys. I apologise.
Yeah, you go and check on your team, man. I'll catch you in a bit.
Yeah, catch you in a bit. I hope it goes well.
Mm-hmm. In a bit, boss. So there we go. There goes Charlie. Cheering on his team who've done an absolute, pulled a mad one by moving to slick tyres already, even though the race is not yet, the rain has not yet disappeared. It's still saying the track is damp, and they've already moved to the slick tyre. Whether or not that's a good move or a bad move, only time will tell. Let's pray, though, for dry weather for the rest of the race. Dry weather in 10 minutes now. So the rain will stop in 10. But don't expect the track to dry up very quick, because we are obviously running a 21-degree temperature out there. And, yeah, it's going to take some time for the track to dry out and that dry line to appear. So I guess the wet tyres is still the optimal tyre as it stands for the foreseeable future for these drivers. I wonder how long it will be, though, before drivers decide to take the dry tyre. Because of the low track temperature, they're not going to see tyres overheating that quick, I'd imagine. It's going to take some time for the dries, the wets to start overheating and getting hotter and hotter. So yeah, I mean, like I say, Charlie's team has nothing to lose, really. They decided to pull a pull a mad one and go for a strategy. A nice little start. Yeah, no worries, Barry. A mad strategy, but we'll see if they can actually make a couple more places up for the end of the race. Canton has got a 10-second time penalty for causing a collision, no doubt. But yeah, we've got 90 minutes left, ladies and gents. We've got 90 minutes left. If you are watching us on YouTube, don't forget to hit that like on the video. What is the like count looking like, guys? We said 15. We needed 16 likes on the video. So let's have a quick look where we are. Oh, we got 17. I'm seeing 17 likes in the video. Can we confirm that? Can we? Oh, I've got 18. I've got 18. Someone just unliked. Has Matt just unliked the video? Sorry, I know you guys hate me doing that. Well, I'm seeing 17 likes. Let's go, baby. Yes, so we have beaten Mac, Zeta, and Barry in the like challenge. It's their fault for not saying anything about it in their streams. They got to switch on these things. So yeah, we've smashed them. I say we've smashed them. We've got 2 likes more. We've got 18 likes now. Let's go, guys. We all know, guys, that I am the best commentator here at TOGA Motorsport. 19 now. Let's effing go. Thank you very much, chaps and chapesses. Appreciate it. I hope everyone enjoyed, whoever got a gifted sub earlier as well. I hope you enjoyed that. Just a small appreciation for viewers this afternoon. So if you did get a gifted sub, that was from myself. So yeah, thank you for your continued support. So yes, get in. But yeah, if you are watching us on YouTube, don't forget to hit that like button. And if you're not yet a subscriber to the channel, please do consider hitting that subscribe button. We are on the road to 4.2k now of subscribers. 20 likes, let's go. So yeah, I appreciate everyone who's watching us over on YouTube. If you're on Twitch, thank you very much for being there. If you can hit that follow button, that'd be fantastic. We have just tipped 700 followers on Twitch as well, which is insane amount of people. So we appreciate you guys for that, and yeah, keep up the viewership over there. We guys really appreciate it. And if you're on TikTok, lonely little TikTok, just do double tap the screen, subscribe or follow, sorry, if you haven't already. So yeah, thank you everybody for watching this afternoon. Well, in fact, all day actually. And do remember, we do have a next race next month, which will be at Red Bull Ring. The Red Bull Ring race actually has a slightly different concept. So the week before, thanks Tippy man. So the week before the actual main endurance race, we will run a sprint, 60-minute sprint, where drivers will be able to come and basically race for their grid slot for the following week. So we'll do a 60-minute race, and then from that race finish, we will set the grid for the 12 hours of Red Bull Ring, and that's how it will work. So I thought that's kind of a cool little change up, if you like, to the concept. We actually sort of you set it up before, and then that's what you're racing at for the main enduro. So I think it might be a kind of nice little concept just to do something a little bit different for that next race, and it gives drivers the option to either attend the sprint race or not. Obviously, drivers that don't attend the sprint race, that's not a problem. You guys can just start at the back. That's not no qualms at all. But yeah, I thought it might be quite a cool little thing to do. We'll just set it all up beforehand and set the grid from there. So I think that might be kind of cool. Jabo88, thank you very much for the follow on TikTok, mate. Appreciate you, buddy. Thank you so much. So yeah, that's what the next one is, and I can't remember what's after that. Then I think we can do Indy, don't we? Do we do an Indianapolis race? Hang on, let's just see. Have a quick look. So what we got? We got Red Bull Ring. Then we do Monza. So we do 6 hours of Monza after that, which is in late September. And then we do Watkins. It was Watkins, wasn't it? Yeah, 8 hours of Watkins Glen. And then that is it. So that's our last race of the championship. So we got Red Bull Ring, which is our longest race, which is 12 hours. And then we start going down in time again. So then we do 6 hours of Monza, and then 8 hours of Watkins, and then now we're done for the Endurance League. Obviously, remember, if you guys are interested in racing all of the championships, then you are entitled to do so. We are not only giving away prize money for individual teams that finish in the top 5 of each race, but every team that is in all of the races goes into their own sort of standings, if you like, where the top guys then will receive an additional prize bonus. And what we do ask, and we haven't actually put this in our rules anywhere, is that teams don't, how do I put this, what's the word? I'm trying to think of a word here. I'm thinking of a word. To basically keep changing car, abusing. There we go. We don't want teams abusing the option of being able to change car per race. Obviously, this is not a single championship. It's split up into 5 separate races, where teams can go in and adjust their car if they need to. What we do ask is, out of kindness, is to not do that. Essentially, it's gaining an advantage basically to try and pick a car that suits that track. We are keeping a note of all the teams and all the cars that people are picking. So, but we just do ask kindly, please don't do that. If you've picked a car for a championship, you wouldn't change it halfway through. Most of the times, we would cancel out all your points anyway. We don't really want to have to do that when we haven't specified it. So that's what we sort of only thing that we suggest. Jabo, is this racing on PC only? Unfortunately, my friend, yes it is. Up until we get the option to race on console and set it up, then we will just solely focus on PC, I'm afraid, my guy. Car 50 has had an off. That was Davide Canton. Seemed to have a yellow flag somewhere. Not sure for what or whom or where or why, but definitely has had a interesting moment. Yeah, no worries, man. Yeah, I appreciate people. We are getting a lot more drivers now asking us about console and asking us whether or not we're going to move into the console arena. The problem with console, and it's a completely transparency thing for us, is that we like to do it things a certain way here at TOGA. We like to have commentators. We like to have stewards stewarding. But with console, it's the infrastructure's all locked inside. Whereas, for PC, for example, we've purchased a host from a data center. We can install the application. We can run the application. We've got visibility to join it and control it. Whereas the console is very restricted. You can't go to a server provider and install the console executable. You have to go to somewhere like Gportal or somewhere like that that's dedicated just for console, hosts. So it's a bit tricky. So, but we are looking into it. It is feasible. It is possible. But again, it's personnel. We really could do with a console team, if you like. that would be what we would need to think about doing to achieve what we need to achieve. That's essentially where we're at with that. Passing here to congrats for the coverage of the race. Reporting Rebellion. I just thought enjoy the rest of the race. Santiago Barros, thank you very much for your kind words, my friend. I hope you have you been racing in one of the teams today? If so, which team? But yeah, I appreciate your kind words, man. Sounds like a much tighter ship on PC. Totally get it. I'll follow and keep an eye on the console updates. Yeah, appreciate you, man. Yeah, we are solely PC, I'm afraid, at this current moment in time. We have had talks about console, but we need someone who is a console player to basically run with that idea and basically own it. Do you know what I mean? So the rain stopped now, so let's hope our gamble pays out. Yeah, let's go, Finley. We can keep an eye on your lap times, my guy. I'll tell you what we'll do is we'll go over the P26 and have a look at what lap times you're going to be doing then. Yeah, we'll see. That dry line needs to start appearing quite quick for you then, before so you can start building up those tyre pressures again. But we have no rain for the next 30. If we can keep that rain away for the next hour and 22 minutes, that would be what we'd want. So let's just pray for that then. Let's pray for that, and let's see how long it takes for the... Look, you can already see the cars on wets moving over off the racing line to find that wet track, whereas Jay and these guys are not doing that. We've got Canton in the pits then. Are they going for a dry tyre setup? We'll have to see, keep an eye on their lap times then. But I wonder, I'm going to keep an eye on the Jay's car to see what his lap time was. It is, sorry, going to be this time round. It was a 2:13.845. Bearing in mind, the guys ahead are in the 2:12s on wet tyres. So if this lap time is considerably faster, then you guys have pulled a mad one. That's all I'm saying. You've pulled a mad one. So yeah. Tippy, if you're still there, man, I know you were lurking, but we do host a TOGA community bash every single month. It's sort of like a mass free-for-all. I think we did one for SimQuips a while ago, and I'm sure you joined. But basically, yeah, we just create a big grid of drivers with different classes and just basically race. So we're sort of... we did it last time at Spa. We're doing it again at the end of August at Sukuka. So if you fancied it, it's on SimGrid, man. Oh, okay, fair enough. But I think we should bring back the community nights. They were good fun, I must admit. They were good fun. So here we go then. Jay's coming round. Harold Dino, welcome in, man, on TikTok. So Jay's coming round then, coming into 130R. I can imagine he's probably going to lift. Let's go over to his HUD and see what this is going to look like then. He definitely has to lift. And we'll go back here. Sorry, this one. And we'll see what his lap time is going to be. 2:13.8. So 2:12.1 was the guys ahead last lap. Let's have a look then what this lap time is going to be. It's going to be a 2:13.4. Is that right? Oh, maybe we'll be then. Maybe we'll be. But look at this. This is Delta. So currently he's 1 second up. So the guys behind it are 2:11. They're not on dries, I don't think. But yeah, I think it's slowly starting to come to these guys. Then he's now 90 seconds up on his fastest time, which is his last time of a 2:13.4. Yeah, this might be coming to these guys. I must admit, I might have pulled a strategy here. You can see, look, as we go on bumper cam, you can see the circuit is drying. You can see that dry line as Jay goes, hopefully not too wide. You can see the dry line appearing. So let's start seeing when drivers will start boxing then for their dry tyres. We got P26 in the box, so whether that is a early stop. P24 is in the box as well. They are not under what's the word I'm looking for here, stint timer. They're 40 minutes into their stint timer, so this could be stopping for tyres, for dry tyres. Jay is 2 seconds up on his last time around, nearly 2.5 seconds quicker. So yeah, I think they might have pulled a little mad one here. What's your favourite track on Assetto Corsa? Assetto Corsa. So you mean Kailami, do you, Haroldino? Mine is Brands Hatch all day long Brands Hatch. So here we go. What's the time going to be then? Currently he's saying it's 2.6 seconds faster than his last time around, which will put them in the what? The 209s, something along those lines. So last time around, P25 did a 211. See what Jay's going to do here. This is going to be a 210.8. So that was 3 seconds quicker than his last time around. So yeah, these guys have pulled a mad one. But to be fair, they are only a second lapping a second quicker than the guys ahead of them. So Jay, you need to go faster, my guy. You need to go faster. I'm sorry, I'm just looking at where everybody else is on track in terms of those guys. So they are, yeah, they're like 3/4 of a lap behind, but slowly starting to close that gap off. It's going to be a tight one. But yeah, no rain in 30 with an hour and 17 to go. Just taking a drink, I apologise. Let's look a bit further up the grid then. So yeah, we've got Hours and Humble basically on the same lap. 1.3 gap between those two. That'll be for P8. What else have we got? That's about it in terms of gappage. Let's have a look. Let's go back to Jay again. They are not quite. They're not as fast as they were before. They still need that laps up. They still need that dry line to come. 100%. We've got a couple of cars in the box there. We've got P20 and P22 also pitting. So I wonder if that's for tyres. P30 is also stopped. Again, that could be for tyres or it could be for stint. Let's have a quick look at that then. We got... no, they're both out of their stint time. So yeah, again, that's not strategy. Sorry, that's not stint, that's strategy. And what was that time then for Charlie's team? 2:12.6. Which is still not fast enough, but they have just knocked off 10 seconds the guys in front. So the guys have just stopped though. So yeah, they're closing the gap slowly. But they were the first ones to pull the dry tyre, and I have been on it for quite some time. P12 then is also in the box. P20 car 311 has a stop go 30. So yeah, that'll be for speed in the pit lane. Do we know? Do you know cars directly west the pit? So the guys directly ahead of you are in the box now. They've just stopped. So you are closing the gap, but you are, well, you'll be 2 laps down on them. So Jay needs to put his finger out to try and get back onto 1 lap down. Excuse me, sorry. You're currently, what, 53 seconds? Yeah, behind them now. 48 seconds behind them now. And it's going down, yeah, quite considerably, but obviously because they're in the pit. So, yeah, you need to push now to try and get back past them. to be only one lap down, if that makes sense. P24 are yet to pit as well, but no, hang on, no, where am I looking here? P24 are yet to pit, so they'll be stopping. Their stint time will be finished soon. So yeah, the guys in P25 are back out, and you're 25 seconds behind. And you're about to start lap 232, and they're on lap 234. So yeah, to get past them would make you over to just one lap. WeCar 102 has planned to madness. Don't question it. Just watch when you can, Toga. Okay, 102. Okay, so 102 is Brandon's team. They've put a madness, apparently. They're only 2 seconds away from car 814. And Brandon's behind the wheel. And Brandon's lap times are improving massively as well, by the way. Brandon's another one that joins us on a regular basis. So 2:15.5 was their last time round. So we'll keep it on. We'll keep it on car 102. We got Grant Wilmot in the pits. Then just coming out of the pit lane, down now in P8. But no doubt, you can't really see. Can't see if that's a dry tyre or not. I have to keep an eye on that one. We got P9 in the box as well. That is the Mustang of 8 hours Arnold hours. So that will be them moving down a place, maybe 2 places in fact, to possibly P11. So let's keep an eye on those. We can also go back to J and see what they're doing. Yeah, they've lost out. They've lost out a bit on P25. So it hasn't really worked for those guys just yet. You're still on the wets, are you? Okay, fair enough. So you think you're going to gain the lap time on everybody else then? Because the track isn't drying that quickly. So yeah, Hours is coming out of the pit down into P11. Potentially, no. So yeah, it's not too bad for them. The leaders are still out. The leader is still flying away with this. P2 is... the leader is... How does I do that? Well, the leader is like 1 lap and 8 seconds behind. Sorry, second place is one lap and 8 seconds behind the leader. As it stands. P3 is 30 seconds back from P2. Jacob Blizzard in the Sky Sim Sports McLaren. Then you've got Bart de Gouwer, who is then a minute behind them. Then you've got Kirstis in the 5 McLaren, which is Dexter's teammates. They're a minute behind them. So, yeah, we're going to see... Might see some... Oh, blimey, what the hell is going on here? This is a blue flag fest, is it not? Jesus. Grant Wilmot is trying to fight through this little gaggle of back traffic. And, yeah, he's managed to get back through then. But he's only a second behind Humble. He's fighting Humble in the McLaren, which I imagine is that guy there, 470, which it is. Yeah, so, yeah, Wilmot is trying to put the... toe down. We got car 38 in the pits as well, and a stop-go penalty for 311. I imagine for speeding in the pit lane. So yeah, a bit of a wild. Well, here we go. Grant Wilmot has got way better traction on those soft tyres. I would imagine he's literally just pulling up to the rear of that McLaren like it doesn't exist. Here we go then. We'll ride on board. You can see, I can't see, yeah, look, that McLaren is on wet tyres, if I'm not mistaken. You can see the groove in the tyres, and Wilmot goes, thank you very much, I will take that place quite comfortably. And that is Wilmot back up to P7 then, after the stoppage. Who is that battling with them? Oh, is that the leader? No, it's not. I'm not sure who that is. Is that Bjorkman? It is. That's Bjorkman in P16, who's trying to take back of place or advantage of the little move. I'm sure that P8 Humble will go into the pits at the end of this lap, surely, because they are literally hemorrhaging lap time due to other drivers around them on the slick tyre. So let's just keep on board with these guys then to see if they dive into the pits. You can see the dry line is starting to form quite apparently now. Bearing in mind it's only 21 degrees. We're not going to see Humble go into the pits then. They are staying out for another lap. So let's have a look at lap times. 2:07 for Wilmot and a 2:11 for Humble. 2:11 for Henninger. And, oh, we got some change of positions. Oh, we've had a spin. Mark Henninger has had an off at somewhere on the track. That is going down into T. It's not, is it? He's had a moment somewhere in the second sector. And yeah, he's lost out in a couple of places then. That is hours in Mustang number 1 and Tom Plogger in the Mustang number 2 has managed to sneak himself by, as he has got, who has he got behind him trying to get back past? That is the Ferrari of Olia Athor in the Crazy Squirrels Ferrari, who just got past the Mustang like it didn't exist. Currently down in P25. So yeah, good driving from them. So they did a 2:24 last time around. Jay's picked up the pace again with a 2:09.8. Still slower than the people around them, I'm afraid. So we'll see. Brandon's still in the car and has had a off track at some point. But they're saying wait and see for strategy, so we'll see what they decide to do. So we've got an hour and 7 minutes to go, and with the rain has stopped. People are starting to really put in some lap times. Wilmot is the one that is literally popping out to screen right now. Last time we did a 2:07.9. Jones in the Lambo did a 2:12.0. But obviously a lap. No, they were on the lead. They'll be on the same lap. So Wilmot on pace is flying right now. 2:03.9. Fastest by anyone on the circuit right now. Even the lead. Oh, no. Yeah, even the leaders. The leaders are at 2:11. So it's the time to change, ladies and gents. People that are on the wet tyre still, you need to change, because Grant is proving that with a 2:03.9. So I'd expect people to start coming into the pits anytime soon that are at top of the grid, because they are 8 or 9 seconds slower than Grant last time around. So that's just proving how much the tyre has come alive for those guys. We've also got Hours also 3 seconds up on his Delta, so he'll be posting a good lap time, although he's got a invalid lap last time around. But we'll keep an eye on that. He's about to cross the finish line now, and what lap time is that going to be? That is going to be a 2:04.0. So there we go then. Grant and Hours showing the rest of the pack, as well as Solberg. They're also in the 2:03s. Got some people like Law in the 2:05s. They are really starting to really kick on. And yeah, it's not going to be long. But Hours with a drive-through penalty then. That'll be for exceeding track limits. And also Roland as well down in P22. That will help Charlie's team. That's another drive-through penalty coming through for them. So yeah, we're looking like we could be seeing some quite interesting racing before the end. Ist DJ Gaming, welcome to you, sir, on Twitch. Hope you're well, my friend. Having a good evening. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sticking with Grant Wilmot because he's the trend setter right now. He is the one setting the trend. Yeah, he's currently 2 temps up on his last lap as well. So yeah, he's flying. Ours is also 8 temps up on his fastest lap. Sorry, his last lap, if you like. He's now over a second faster. We got P2 in the pits then. The second place guys are in the pits, so that'll be them, no doubt, changing to the dry tyre. The leader hasn't pitted yet, has started another lap. Last time around they were 2:11.2, but they have the gap, so they're probably not that worried, unless they're I mean, they could just be running to their strategy, to be brutally honest with you, which would mean they've got another 9 more minutes. They've got the gap. I've also got P16 in the pits, P21 in the pits, and P23 all in the pits right now. I would imagine that is to take off those wet tyres to put on dry ones. Ours is also flying 1.5 seconds up on his fastest time, and he's pumped in a 2:05.7, which is not a bad lap, but they are to serve a drive-through penalty within the next 2 laps to stop a stop go 30 being applied to them. So yeah, P5 is also in the pits, so that's going to potentially give Grant the option to get past, if I'm not mistaken. Grant is coming into 130R now, and yeah, P5 is in the pits, still in the pits. Where are they? They are still on the jacks. So yeah, they're still waiting for their get-go. Grant Wilmot then is in then P6. Sorry, P5. So that was, yeah. So them boxing when they did has meant that they have jumped up a place, up plenty of places. Yeah, but 2 places. Oh, P1's got a puncher. Wow, okay. P1 with a puncher then. The SimRC Endurance are stopping then for a puncher as they are moving into the pits then with Humble as well. Luke, welcome in, man. Hope you're well, boss. So yeah, P1 has a puncher, but they have got the gap. How is car 69 getting on? They are currently running Bjorkwin's down in P14. They have the dry tyre on and has boxed, yeah, and are doing really well. So, yeah, that's good. So P2 is then going to unlap themselves from P1, and no, he's not. They're not. They are boxing as well, so they will not unlap themselves. It's whether or not Naldi also might be on the wets. So we'll see what happens with these guys then. So they will not stop and will basically unlap themselves and are now on the lead lap. No, they're not. They are, yeah, still 1 lap down to the leaders as the leader is coming out of the pit lane. And I would expect them to be on the dry tyre now. But they had to do an unnecessary stop to fix a puncture. So yeah, that is extremely interesting. Naldi then is a benefactor of all this, but I think they are on the wets still. I'm not sure if they've been into the pits. Let me have a quick look. Let me have a quick look here. Yes, they have been into the pits. Yeah, so they have boxed. So they should be on dries now. So they're a big gainer out of all this. They are up into second place, only 1 lap off the lead. Yeah, so they're 1 minute 55 seconds off the lead lap, with literally an hour to go. Grant Wilmot is still flying. Last time around, he did let's have a look. He did a 2:03.6. Obviously, a lot of people have boxed in and around them, and obviously they are gaining places hand over fist. But they're up to P5, and they're only 8 seconds off P4. At 9 seconds off P4, with Van Thielen in that Ferrari on an outlap, I'd imagine, to build up. You're still watching on Twitch. Let's go, Len. Thank you. Appreciate you, man. So, yeah, very interesting. So, we got a fast track now. and we've got no rain expected in the next 30. So we got to keep watching that timer. It could be that, ladies and gents, we finish this race. We finish the race with on dries. That's the plan. Well, that's what we're hoping for, at least, anyway. So, out of all this, let's have a look where Jay is coming out. So Jay, they are still only. Let's have a look. Where are they? They're going to be, yes, two laps down. Not really set. They don't. The strategy didn't work for them, or they've just gone off. That's the commentator's curse. I do apologise. I do apologise. So yeah, they were first ones to go back over to the dries, but hasn't really worked. So we're going to see now lap times flying in for drivers that will be setting probably personal bests now after all that rain. So that should be the rain all gone. I mean, it would be quite funny now if we saw in the next 30 there was going to be some rain. That would be a very interesting end to this race. So let's. I mean, do we pray for that? What do you reckon, chat? Do we pray for rain in 30? That would be quite funny. I'm not going to lie. I would laugh quite hard if I saw that come up on screen. But yeah, let's just see what happens. But we're starting to see some lap times coming down now, and we're seeing some battles out on track now. So we've got Hours versus Humble, currently half a second between those two with a back marker in the way. Hours has served his drive-through penalty. We're also seeing Mars versus Herzig in Ferrari versus Ford again. So two Fords are having some fun. Let's keep an eye out on this too. Then this is Humble versus Hours. Hours, I think, was ahead of Humble before his drive-through penalty. But I think actually it's benefited him actually with people boxing around. Now Humble has a drive-through penalty, so that's basically given the place back then to Hours as a freebie. So he hasn't really got to push too much now. Maybe just focus on Jones ahead of them, who's 30 seconds up the road. Hours did a 2:02.0 last time around. Jones did a 2:02.9, so about a second quicker. Ludwig is... Sorry, no, not Ludwig. Ludrus is flying 2:01.4, so only a few seconds off the fastest lap of the race. Are we going to see a new personal best, a new fastest lap before the end of the session? The race, the track is fast. I'm not sure it's going to get to optimal by the end of the session, but it's definitely going to be close. We are seeing the really fast drivers now putting in some really stonking lap times. So the leaders did a 2:01.2 last time around. Naldi in the Ferrari did a 2:01.6. The McLaren of Blizzard did a 2:01.8. Where are we? Van Thielen did a 2:01.6. Wilmot slightly slower, 2:02.3. Everson did a 2:01.4. So again, pretty close to the lead lap time there. And Jones did a 2:02.9. So the top six are pretty close in terms of lap time. So we'll see what's going to happen then, as Herzig is now cruising up to the back of Hours and Humble, but Humble is to take a drive-through penalty. So I wonder if he's going to take his drive-through penalty. So he's going to come out in P9, I believe. Yeah, drive-through penalty is being served. So that's given Hours the place back. And Herzig is going to also benefit from that. No, he's probably not actually. So it's just going to be Hours who's now going to be pushing in some decent lap times. Jones ahead though, just put in a 2:01.9, which at Hours was a tiny bit slower than last time around. So yeah, we're seeing some super fast drivers now really improving and pushing hard towards the end. Herzig is all over. Well, I say he's all over. He's moving up to the back of Mars, but he's also being hindered, I think, by bat markers. Yeah, they both are. They're both trying to get into the slipstream of a bat marker. Yeah, this is going to be interesting, is it not? But they are both through, I think. Yeah, that was very close indeed. But they are both through, and see if we can get Herzig to try and underbraking beat that Mustang. It's not quite happened for him just yet. But we are 53 minutes away from this end of the race. It's been quite an interesting end. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. If you have, we do appreciate every one of you that's joined. So thank you very much. Do share it amongst all your friends if you're into sim racing or know people that are into sim racing. That would be fantastic to see as many new faces as possible. And I'm just going to take 30 seconds to have a quick drink, and I'll be back.
Perfectly timed then, I've come back.
Oh, hello, Barry.
Perfectly timed to join just before you took your sip there.
Yeah, sorry, I just needed a quick drink. I was my throat was starting to dry up a bit.
I thought I'd join you for a little bit.
Oh, thanks, mate. Appreciate that.
Keep you company, you know.
I'm just waffling. I think I quite like doing a little bit of waffling every now and again. And obviously, as the weather conditions changed, it was quite interesting to see drivers, you know, being that much faster than other people around them and closing the gaps.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're seeing a lot of changing. So Elmstrom in, I actually don't know where this is. P14, P15. They're battling it out with a Ferrari of Robinson. They're pretty close.
They're right behind Bjorkman as well.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, Bjorkman is under some pressure, I think. Down in that's Luke's team, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Poggers Racing. Poggers. But yeah, Barry, how was your stint earlier on? It was pretty wet for you, was it not?
It was, I think the entire session I was in was wet.
Love that.
No, it was good. There wasn't a lot happening on track. As you know, it's sort of like the midpoint of an endurance race.
Yeah,
just sort of
bit boring.
It's just going through the motions at that point. So
yeah.
I basically just spent 3 hours yapping with a chat.
Love that.
Zeta came in for like half an hour and joined as well, just to.
Okay.
So yeah, it was good. Yeah, it wasn't as much action as I would have liked, but you know, it's an endurance race. What can you do?
Right. Like you say, you probably drew the short straw, really, in terms of
I
like
really
action.
Care. I was doing nothing today anyway, so I don't really care what stint I got. I think I said it in the chat like the other day. Whenever Mike was putting the skids together, I was like, "Yeah, I'm not really bothered which one I get."
I just find it's easier for me for childcare that they'll do the last one, and it works out actually perfect. So yeah, thank you for that.
No, I was doing nothing all day. I was planning to go to the gym, but I couldn't be bothered.
Yeah, I love that. That's gonna be me tomorrow. I've planned to go tomorrow. I plan to go tomorrow. Put it that way.
No, I will be going tomorrow because I went Thursday evening for the first time in 3 weeks. Because obviously,
of course,
changed job and stuff, and then I've been too busy, and then I got COVID and
stuff.
So
yeah.
It's quite interesting. I went to the gym and I was like struggling for breath at one point.
Wow.
Because it's still not fully recovered.
No, of course.
So I'm just like, for fuck's sake, I just want to feel better. So I plan to go tomorrow. That should.
It should be better.
I had that concert last night, so I was like, today's just gonna be doing nothing.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Fair enough. Amiris is saying 9 hours on YouTube today already. ... So Amiris has been with us for the entirety of the race, so we do thank you, Amiris. Whilst you were yapping there, the Bjorkman and Elmstrom had a slight coming together in 130R. Elmstrom got past Bjorkman by a push to pass, really, but kindly enough gave back the place into the back straight or onto the back straight. So
Nice.
Bjorkman is now back ahead of Elmstrom, and they'll try that again. Robinson just got a drive-through penalty, and has just served that just now.
Yeah, we like to see the sportsmanship of, you know, given that, you know, knowing that you didn't pass, you know, legally, so giving it back. You know, we love to see that kind of sportsmanship.
Yeah, we generally do. Well, actually, that's a valid point. So, you guys will be shocked to know, I couldn't believe it myself, that I got another penalty applied to me on LFM.
Oh no! What have you done now?
No. I have received a penalty for it now. Basically, I'm actually quite annoyed about this one. So I stupidly went for the move into it's like Kyalami into turn 1. We've all done it. We've all been there. It was literally on the last lap, and I outbraked myself. Basically, thought I could try and get the place back or take the place, and it just wouldn't work for me. I crashed into a car and took him out. And rather than sort of carry on, towards the latter part of the lap, I lifted on the back section of the Kyalami circuit and gave not only his place back, but I lost another place. So on the LFM report, I basically put a comment and said, I don't agree with this. And in the comment I put, I 100% agree with the fact that I know why I've been penalised, but if you look back through the result, I gave the place back and lost another place at the same time. So I feel like being penalised twice for this is quite harsh. And basically, I've been judged on causing a collision. Yes, you are too late in the brakes in this situation. Dive the gap but couldn't hold your racing line. Unfortunately, this led to the contact. Next time, brake sooner or take your foot off the throttle before making full braking point, and then brake in a controlled manner. So they've not looked at my comment at all that I've posted and said I did cause the collision, but I gave the place back. So I've lost out in even more places, and a safety.
This is the downside of LFM. Their stewarding is questionable at best.
Yeah.
LFM's good for learning racecraft, especially for newer drivers, or just learning how to race with other people. Especially those who may not be the cleanest drivers, shall we say.
Yeah.
But their stewarding system it's whack on a good day. I reported 2 cars during one LFM race. One contact wasn't terrible, but it gave me like 10 seconds of damage, so I was warranted a report. And the other guy took me clean out. The guy who tapped me, gave me 10 seconds of damage, somehow got more of a penalty.
Yeah.
It's like, how does that work?
Yeah.
I think the guy that completely rammed me off the track got a 15-second penalty. The guy who tapped me and gave me 10 seconds of damage got like 45-second penalty or whatever their harshest
It
ones
doesn't
is.
make sense, does it? Like you say, it's look. I appreciate trying to be polite to LFM here. Like I appreciate they're probably getting so many reports in. It's difficult to look at individualize each penalty, but you do have to do that. You do have to look at it and go, okay, yes, there was an incident. What has they replied? Like, use your brain. I would have just ruled it as an NFA because I've given the time back. But look, they do what they can do. But I'm not banned. I've just taken a little bit more hit than I wanted, really. But it is what it is.
Yeah. I try not to speak bad about LFM, but it's hard not to.
The thing is, it's a great concept. Like you say, it's good to go. You're bored. You don't know what to do. There is no racing on, happening or whatever. They race every hour on the hour, so it's easy just to sign up to one. So
yeah, if their stewarding was a little bit more consistent, a little bit more coherent, I'd be much happier with it.
Yeah, agreed. So we got a question here from Harold Dino on TikTok, and we got one from Kieran as well. So, what's your recommendation for affordable wheel/race setup?
Can't go wrong with a Logitech G923.
Yeah, I was gonna say exactly the same. Literally exactly the same.
That's what I run. I've been taking sim racing pretty seriously for the last year and a half, and I had a 920 and then my brake pedal gave up, so I bought a 923. And Yeah, the direct drives are probably better in terms of like the feel of the car and the feel of what's happening, but like for budget, it's good.
Yes,
It's good at what it does.
I
A lot of people hate on it, but that's because they've got direct drive wheels, and if you don't have one, Logitech is probably the best way to go.
I agree. I think every sim racer should start off with a Logitech or a Thrustmaster wheel. Don't
Yeah.
dive straight into a direct drive wheel. A direct drive wheel is for someone that, for one, it's a lot of money. You might not like sim racing after a few weeks, and you, I've just invested almost £1,000 on a semi-good direct drive wheel.
Yeah.
So
I like the Logitech one, the one I've got, the 923. I think I paid 250 quid for it.
I guess a couple of £100, and you'll probably get a relatively good entry wheel, a really good entry wheel, and it will
Yeah,
last
like
you.
I don't have issues with it. Like, yeah, direct drive would be quote unquote better,
Yeah,
but like for what it does, it's more than enough to get into sim racing.
100%, 100%. Yeah, a
Like,
million percent.
I've done like what, like 600 hours in ACC now, all in Logitech wheel.
Yeah,
It's not that bad.
no. And in terms of a race setup, again, you don't need to spend hundreds of pounds on a rig. I would just start off by bolting your desk, wheel to your desk,
Yep.
and go from there.
That's what I did. I did that for 4 years. Whenever I played like Forza, whenever I played like whenever I started playing ACC, whenever I was playing the F1 games before I took GT3 racing a lot more seriously, I just bolted my wheel to the desk. But I have moved on. I've got one of those like play seats. So it's like a cheap one. It's like 150 quid or something. It's one of the foldable ones.
I was gonna say, yeah,
It's really good for the price of it. Like,
yeah. No, I was
yeah,
gonna
you can
say
buy one
thing.
of the big metal frame ones that are. It's probably more comfortable. It's probably more stable, but.
Yeah,
Like mine is technically considered budget compared to like direct drive wheels and big rigs and stuff, but you don't need that.
no.
I do a ton of racing. Like, I'm doing the 24 hours of Spa next month, and I've done two 24-hour endurance races with my setup, and it's more than fine.
Yeah, exactly. So there we go.
So yeah,
There we go, Haroldino. There's your answer. Kieran's saying, can anyone sign up to these races? Yes, you can, mate. There is no stipulation on users not being able to sign up. All the links can be found in our description. And get yourself signed up, yeah. Moza and Fanatec is becoming more affordable. Fanatec I'd probably steer away from at the moment. Just
yeah,
because of their
there's
situation.
shipping issues. And,
Yeah.
like they've got way too many issues with shipping and stuff like that. But Moza and Fanatec, they're very budget. They're very like low-level entry ones are not too bad. But if you're gonna go for a direct drive wheel, you may as well invest in a good one.
Yeah. That's what I should have done. But yeah,
Yeah.
budget got in the way for me. So
Yeah, like I'm planning to buy like a Moza R9 or something
Yeah.
equivalent like next year.
Yeah.
Whenever I have a bit more capital to throw at it.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, my plan for when I go direct drive is to go like
Go
good
big.
direct drive.
Yeah.
And then that'll last.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah.
You know.
I mean, like for me, you can't go wrong with a GT Omega Prime. I'll never change that rig ever. I might upgrade the seat. But now I've got an aluminium frame base. You could do basically whatever you want with it, essentially. Yeah, my steering wheel itself, the wheel, not the base, is something I'll never change. I'll never get rid of, but the base will probably change at some point. Yeah, again, it's like you say, it's capital, isn't it? That's the problem.
Yeah.
So Manx in the house. He's asking where Kevin is. Kevin is in P26. Yeah, with Finley. Yeah, they're in P26. They were the first of the drivers to go to Slicks, and they thought they were pulling off a Red Bull strategy, but they pulled off more of a Ferrari strategy. They've not really gained an advantage at all, because the lap time just wasn't there for them. Oh, as they go deep into their hairpin. I use a SimLab frame, and I can't fault it. Again, Kieran, there'll be a frame that you never need to change in your life because of how strong the aluminium frames are and how customizable they are. 100%.
Yeah, the only reason you need to change it if it was like a weird anomaly where it
Yes.
just somehow broke. But
Yeah.
even then, that's a very rare occasion. They're
agreed.
built to last.
And you know what? You can buy so many bits. Like I went on to Wish or AliExpress and bought like aluminium profile and brackets and made my own keyboard tray. So
Yeah.
it's all doable. Tomsy, thank you very much, man. Thanks for the sharing on TikTok. Yeah, 10 hours. Well, I haven't sat here for 10 hours. We've taken it in turns to sit here for 10 hours. But yeah, with 39 minutes left to go in this race, the leaders are out in front. They're not being caught. I think everyone now is doing similar lap times now. But
the leaders are doing low 2 minutes.
Yeah.
And then there's like 2-1s and stuff in there. But yeah, they're all fast now. They're very fast.
yeah, they are. They're getting quicker. Track is still set to fast.
Hang on, is that one of our rookie series drivers?
What, Kevin?
No, I know Kevin's here, but Harsinov in P23 in the Aston. That's one of the guys that's protecting our rookie series. I'm pretty sure.
What, the one that just crashed?
The one that he went off. He didn't crash.
Andre? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah.
Yeah, I recognize the name.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is actually. You're right. Tomsy's saying on TikTok, I'd die if I did a 10 hours. Well, bearing in mind you've got teams, mate. So
yeah, if you did it solo, yeah, you'd be dead. But
Yeah.
no,
you're
most of
looking
these teams have at least 3 drivers.
3, yeah, which is what about 3.5 hours each driving, 3 minutes 20 seconds. So, no, 3 minutes 20, yeah, approximately. So it's not too bad. It's not like doing it. You know, you might do 2 stints in one go, but the likelihood is you change every single.
Like you normally the stint timer is 65 minutes, so you normally like do a 65-minute drive and then you take a break and then you'll be back in the car. To do
like a 2-hour break in between a stint, which is pretty good going. Oh no, Fidley's team's got a drive-through penalty. So.
Oh no. There's been so many drive-throughs, but I suppose like with the wet weather, it's not surprising.
No, 100%, 100%. Kieran on TikTok is also asking us: are we going to be doing any iRacing events? Yes. It's finding out what and cost. What's popular and how much is it going to cost?
Because iRacing it's not cheap. I despise iRacing because of its payment structure and payment models.
Yeah.
It's just designed to just basically rinse people of money. In my opinion, anyway. People have different opinions on it, but
Kieran's saying it's a superior sim. Each to their own.
Each to their own.
So I have iRacing. I bought the 2 years for $39 or whatever it was back when they have a deal. And I've been racing in it now for a little bit. I started off obviously with the Mazdas and the GR86s, and I've now bought the Ferrari GT3, and I bought the Clio car.
Yeah.
And I bought a couple of extra tracks. Spa is a nightmare to drive on iRacing. The track limits at Spa is like nothing I've ever felt in my life. The force feedback feels completely different to ACC, and so does the braking. So it's difficult to say a superior sim.
I don't think
it's
either
just,
one is superior to the other. I think it's just a preference of what you prefer in a sim.
Yeah.
In terms of the handling, the braking,
like
the force feedback.
ACC looks better visually. It looks better.
It looks so much better. I think I said to someone the other night, iRacing looks like modded Minecraft graphics.
It does. But iRacing, there's more thought about other physics, maybe.
Yeah, and there is more variety in iRacing. Don't get me wrong. I think if the payment model was different and it wasn't trying to scam you out of money, I would be all for it.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot more to it than just GT3 racing, which is cool. But I refuse to subscribe to a model that's tried to force me to pay hundreds and hundreds of pounds to get to drive what I want. No,
I am with you there. I think
I bought ACC and all its DLC for like 35 quid, and then the Nordschleifer DLC was a tenner.
Yeah.
Like 45 quid, and I've got $600 in the game. I never have to spend another penny on it.
Yeah, no, I agree. I see both sides to the argument. I think what will be a game changer is how good AC Evo is, or Assetto Corsa Evo.
I had this question earlier from someone, like, will everyone migrate to AC Evo for GT racing? And my opinion was, if they can mimic how good the sim racing is from ACC and transplant that to AC Evo, absolutely.
Yeah.
And but if it doesn't do GT3 racing well, I reckon there'll still be a semi-big community for ACC to keep it going.
Yeah, I agree. I think I do think that if like you say, if the physics of ACC gets ported over to AC Evo, with the ability to have the modded stuff like you do in AC now, I think that will rival iRacing massively.
Yeah.
Because you can do everything you can on both platforms with the physics of ACC. Like, I've been racing on LFM under the Assetto Corsa stuff. I know you did one as well, didn't you, Barry? You did the TCRs.
I did a couple, yeah. Yeah,
Like,
did a couple. They're pretty fun.
They are fun. Yeah, okay, that feels more arcadey. But if you like a bit of variety that doesn't cost you a penny and you just download the mods, try AC on LFM. It's actually good fun. If you just want to have fun and not worry about being crashed at T1 at Monza on an ACC open lobby, then do it. Do the AC stuff. It's actually really good fun. Yeah, Amirius. Oh, go on. Sorry.
I was just gonna say I did like a GT4 AC LFM race in like the Mustang GT4 car. It feels completely different to ACC. Almost, I would imagine it's similar. It's closer to iRacing than ACC is to iRacing.
Right. Okay.
But it was enjoyable just to do something different.
Yeah. Sometimes you want something different.
It costs you nothing.
Yeah. No,
AC
exactly.
you can buy for like a $5 probably somewhere.
Yeah.
And LFM uses mostly free stuff.
Yeah.
There is a couple of them that you maybe have to
yeah,
buy stuff.
they did the old school touring cars that were like paid, but yeah, that you don't have to do those. Yeah.
There's plenty of free options there, like the TCRs, the Clio Cups. There's even the GT4 stuff was free that I picked up.
Yeah.
You know, so if you want a bit of variety from ACC, do the AC LFM.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
It is. It is interesting.
But I prefer the ACC's way of doing physics and the braking. The braking feels better in ACC, in my opinion, anyway.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like when I'm braking, I know what I'm getting out of it.
Yeah, that's fair. But that's what's going to happen, though. Like you say, you're going to get people that are hardcore iRacing people. That's fine. That prefer that way of driving. Or you're going to have the hardcore ACC people that like that, the other way. You're never going to have one or the other. I think it's just best to agree to disagree.
Yeah, like I really dislike the sort of like the hardcore fans that are like, oh, I play ACC, so iRacing's crap, or the vice versa.
Yeah.
It's like they're both very good sims.
Yeah.
It's just whatever you prefer to do.
No, agreed. You'll never get a perfect sim. There'll always be something wrong.
I don't like iRacing because of a subscription model. The racing though looks fantastic. If a subscription and pricing model was different, I would play it a lot more.
No, that's fair enough.
That's the reason I don't play it, not because I don't like the game, but I don't like how they're trying to milk money out of people. That's the difference. But you know, like if you don't like something, that's fine. You don't need to like, you know, get down everyone's throat about it.
Yeah, that does wind me up as well. So Amirius, you're exactly what Barry's saying about play what you want to play, basically. Mank's saying that he doesn't like the idea of purchasing every single car and every single track. I get that. You spend what if you want to do an iRacing series, it might be you got to spend like $30 just to do a few days of racing. I know you've got them then forever, but that's, you know, if you have to do that 5 or 6 times round, that's a lot of $30 you've got to spend in one go to achieve your goal. So we've seen Aria Jazz, I think it's how you say the name, is sent. I haven't touched AC in a competitive manner for a long time, and also mention about have they fixed the rampant cheating issue in AC? I don't know the answer to that question. But the stuff that I've done on LFM seems to be cheating free, if you like.
Just out of curiosity, just to just to hate on the iRacing subscription model a little bit more. I've just googled how much does it cost to buy everything in iRacing, and someone said it's cost over $2,000.
Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen
Not
that. Yeah,
Not
yeah.
including legacy content. I don't know what that adds up to as well, but like, that's wild.
It's a lot. It's a lot. It is a lot. QMRPG Best. Thank you for the follow on TikTok. Appreciate it, man. Thank you. But yeah, Barry, we've waffled. We've done some yapping, mate. We've got.
Oh yeah.
It's only 29 minutes to go, but no, there are no cars battling each other, so we've been we've got away with it.
Yeah.
We'll stick the auto camera on and then
just keep yapping.
Keep yapping, yeah. Let's go. 4 figures. Well, 600 was the last one. Yeah.
The iRacing cost, yeah, it's like over 2K. That's like insane. Like, I understand you can buy what you want to buy at the time, but like, you know, there's a lot of stuff that you buy, you only use it like once or twice.
Well, yeah, exactly. I mean, you could say the same thing about for me for like Nords. I've only done it like a few handful of times, but I spent a tenner.
Yeah, like I did 2 24-hour races on Nords. I got my tenner out of it. Like, yeah, like I've paid like a total of like 45 quid for this game, and I've got all the content. Yeah, I don't use all the content, but I use a lot of the content. So, you know, I just feel like that's the difference. But again, it's really up to personal preference. If you want to blow your money on iRacing, go for it. But I'm not going to stop you.
Yeah, no, yeah, exactly. Sim. I think what people don't quite understand is sim racing, in whatever guise you do it in, is expensive hobby.
Yeah. Absolutely.
It's really expensive hobby, yeah. And I think that's what people probably don't understand, that certain people have spent thousands of pounds on equipment, software, you name it, and then like when they get absolutely crashed out in a race with someone who isn't as enthusiastic into sim racing as they are, I can understand why they get absolutely hacked off with it.
Yeah. Like I seen was at Linus Tech Tips, they built the most expensive like racing rig they could. I think it cost over like 20 grand.
Wow.
Absolutely insane. It had like proper gyros, so like if you under the rig, so like if you went over bumps and stuff, you'd feel it.
I like butt kickers or whatever they call them.
Yeah. They were proper like suspension type like gyro things.
Oh wow.
I don't really know the name of them, but yeah. I need to upgrade my PC before the end of the year. It needs like a full factory reset, the one I've got currently, because I think it's slowly dying on me. Or at least some of the parts are. So I'm planning to upgrade it before the end of the year. I want to buy a Moza wheel, but I need to upgrade my PC first.
Yeah, that's the problem. I mean, that's you people don't realise that you're spending all this money on equipment, but then actually for PC users, you've got to spend quite a considerable amount of money just to run your PC on it as well. Like,
yeah. I was talking to a friend the other night about this, and he's a gamer as well, and he's like, why do you spend all your money and time on that? Is it not just the same as like any other game? I was like, no, we do it because we enjoy motorsport, not just for gaming.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, so you actually like enjoy it? And I was like, yes.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Very, very much so. It's why I do this. That's why I do commentating. That's why I'm taking part in all this stuff. I just love motorsport.
Just love cars. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So
like,
go on.
I was just gonna make another point about it, but it's all good if you want to.
No, I was just seeing in the chat that Bart is saying that what he understands from interviews with Kunos CEO, you pay monthly prices for everything for AC Evo.
Interesting. So they're going the iRacing route then.
But you pay monthly for everything.
Bad.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Not as bad, but it's not great either.
And so so someone is saying, why would you do something you don't enjoy?
Exactly. The guy that I was talking to, like, he's a good friend of mine, and he knows I do commentary, and he knows I do a lot of like racing, and he's like, do you just do it because you like video games? This show that's a very expensive like time and money sink, and it's like,
Mm.
no, that's not the only reason.
Mm.
Like, yeah, I like video games, but like,
There's like in a video
Motorsport.
game, like for example, maybe like FIFA or something along those lines.
oh, FIFA makes me want to barf.
Yeah, but then there's this where you just. I think at the end of the day, we're all like big kids, and we want to live our dream of being a professional racing driver, and the only way we can do it is through sim racing. Like
Yeah, like,
that's me.
I was explaining to him that I bought my wheel and stuff. He's like, yeah, but like, is it any good? I'm like, yeah, like I get force feedback, so I can feel what the car and game is doing.
Mm.
I know when it's sliding. I know when it's under. You know, I know when it's doing different things. I can feel what's happening, to an extent, obviously. Like, it's not perfect, but it's pretty good.
Yeah, exactly.
And he's like, oh, so it's actually like quite sophisticated. I'm like, yeah, it's very sophisticated.
Yeah,
And
it's
I'm like,
quite clever.
I'm like, I'll come round to my flat someday and give it a go yourself. You'll understand.
Just a bit of racing update. P3 has got a drive-through penalty.
Oh, the number 17 car got P2. I didn't realise that.
Yeah, got it in the stops for dry tyres. Just managed to time it perfectly, basically.
I looked at the grid and then didn't realise.
Oh, God. So yeah, NBD sideways. Your team is currently running in P6 as we stand.
Was that the Chase Jones?
Yeah. Well, yeah. So I don't know. On YouTube, someone NBD sideways is asking how 78 noobs are us are getting on. They're currently running in P6, just outside. Unfortunately, just outside the prize pool zone.
Is it not like the top 6 get a prize?
Top. Don't throw me off like that.
No, I genuinely I can't remember. I read it like yesterday and I forgot.
No, it's top 5. It's top 5
Okay.
with the fastest lap getting an extra 10.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was. That's why I put the fastest lap under the tops as a top 6.
Yeah.
That's my bad.
No, that's fine. Yeah, unfortunately, Jones is and the noobs guys. They actually were benefactors last time round. They finished inside the prize pool zone. But unfortunately, this time round, they are just outside it. They are 1 minute and 11 seconds off Grant Wilmot in P5. With 22 minutes to go, that's a big ask. So, yeah.
But that Lambo has been running a fantastic race.
I'll tell you what, Lambo's done a great job. There goes Blizzard then. Blizzard's now in the pits to serve his drive-through penalty. I don't think it's going to make too much of a difference. Van Thielen is like a minute and a half behind. So, yeah, he's really not going to lose out on too much time there.
No, he's not. As I see, P1 has put a 59.94 in, and P2's put a 59.88 in.
Track is now optimal as well, so that's why.
It's going to start. A lot of times you're going to tumble a little bit.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't think we'll get a 58. I think we'll probably get mid 59s. I think everyone's sort of in that phase of we're tired. Let's just bring it home.
Let's just bring the car home now. Exactly that.
Yeah. I don't think there are going to be too many people going for fastest laps.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so either. I think you're right there.
They might for the prize, but like a few people will probably just be happy to get the car home.
I mean that's a achievable lap time. I think it's whether or not you can actually hook it all up to get the job done.
Yeah, like see that 76 Aston Martin. See in the rain, they were untouchable.
Sorry,
it was a car that looked like it was driving in the dry. I swear it was so good looking, like to just watch.
Oh, actually, sorry Barry to jump over you.
Uh-huh.
So Grant and Chris in the 316 car are on a stint time of 52 minutes and 30 seconds.
Oh, hang on.
And there's 20 minutes left. Yeah, and the Noobs Are Us team are on a 41-minute stint. They can get to the end without having to stop again. So,
but it's whether a minute and 10.
So the pits times, you're looking at approximately anything. Oh my god, it's gonna be so close. About anything from 1 minute and 4 and 1 minute and 7.
Do you need to take both fuel and tires to count it as a stop?
No, they could literally go straight through the pit lane and it'll reset their stint timer.
They'll only lose like 30 seconds then.
But have they got the fuel and tyres to be able to do that?
That's a very good question. I would imagine they won't take tires. They might need to fuel up, and if they do need to fuel up, then they'll probably lose 45 seconds at most. I would suspect. I don't know if Jones can do that. Like, unless they do take tires, then. But I think they'd be a fool.
So last time around, Wilmot's done a 2:02 flat. Jones done a 2-minute 0.7, so they were 2 seconds quicker than Wilmot last time around. So yeah, this might be kind of close, you know. So with 18 minutes to go, Wilmot will need to stop again.
Yeah, it only says a 30. All the drivers say like 37 minutes for me, because obviously I only reconnect my race control like half an hour ago.
Okay, yeah.
But that's going to be very interesting.
Yeah, so Jones just done a 2:01.2 last time around, but Everson Ludrids, if I pronounce it correctly, P7 is only 1.2 seconds behind Jones for position. So if they start squabbling, it's only going to give Grant and the guys more ammunition to stay ahead of the race. So this last, I don't know, paid place, 5th place, is actually really up for grabs.
This could be quite spicy then.
Yeah, there's a yellow flag somewhere on the circuit, but it's just gone. It's just changed. It's just changed now. So yeah, that's going to be very, very interesting. I wonder if they're going to, whether or not they'll go to the end of their stint timer. They've got 10 minutes left, and both Chase Jones and Everson are on a 44-minute stint, so they've got the time just about to get round. Oh, that all depends on the leader, though. That really depends on the leader.
Hang on, so how long? 17 minutes, and they're on, what did you say, 44?
44.
So they need 21, so even if the leader does an extra lap, with
They'll be
like
okay.
a full extra lap, they should be fine.
Right,
Just.
okay. Yeah, just.
Fernando's in the pits again? For
yep.
Chess's team, Tobbs Esports.
Looks like it.
I'm assuming they had to fulfill one last stop.
Let's have a look, shall we?
There's no damage to the car, it doesn't look like, so yeah, they
No,
must have
they're only on a 53-minute stint.
Unless they didn't have the fuel.
Well, yeah, it could be a fuel situation. So P12's going to have to box again. They're on a 57-minute timer. P8's going to have to stop again because they're on a 55-minute stint timer. P5's going to stop again. They're on a stint timer. And the others, P2 is on a 46 minutes. Oh,
that might be close.
so it's just ticked over to 47 minutes now.
That means it'll be an hour and 3 with the 16 minutes up, so they need the leader to not do more than 2 minutes of an extra lap.
Yeah, it's going to be so close, that one.
As I see, Everson is sitting at about a second from Jones.
I wonder if Everson is thinking the same as us. I'm not going to put too much pressure on Jones because we'll lose out to Wilmot, but saying that is 0.7, so they're both
but also
lapping.
maybe they don't know if Wilmot needs to pit again.
True.
They might have someone giving them that information, but they might not.
No, true. That is true. That is true. Wilmot's lap times are dropping off massively, though. By the way, he's last time was
tires cooked.
Well, he boxed quite early for the dries, so it could well be.
It could be cooked.
Yeah, it could well be the case. Yeah, man, that's gonna be super close. So Wilmot needs to stop in the next 9 minutes, I think, if I'm not mistaken. No, the next 7 minutes. 6 minutes,
Yeah.
sorry. 7 minutes.
Finley's in the pits.
So P26 is in the pits.
They stopped for tyres, it looks like.
Their stint timer was okay, so they would have stopped for tyres because they were on slicks whilst it was still raining.
Ah. But he's been stopped for 40 seconds now.
Oh, wow. Perhaps they've made a mistake or something.
They might have had damage.
Oh, true that. They could have had damage.
Although P27 is ages away, so
Yeah, I think they've got
okay.
the gap. Yeah, they've got the gap, I believe.
The only car that is even in the same postcode as another car in terms of position is Everson.
Yes,
Every
exactly.
other car is in a different postcode.
Yeah, agree. Totally agree. Yeah, the people are separating out a bit. I'm just keeping. Oh, you had a puncher. Okay, so that's why 26. So they had a puncher.
Oh, not good. Well, at least you got to sort it.
No, that's true.
Crash.
That's true. So yeah, Wilmot is staying out again. So they've got a few more minutes to serve before their stint timer is up. Everson is actually gaining now on Jones. So perhaps they don't know what we know with their whole stint timer thing. But yeah, they got 5 minutes now. So their next 2 laps, I'd imagine that Wilmot will need to be in.
Yeah, he needs to pit by the end of the next lap.
Yeah, same with hours as well. In the P8 in the Mustang, they will need to pit in the next 2 laps.
That's gonna shake things up a little bit for the very end.
Well, let's see whether or not Wilmot can hold on to the last sort of 5th place. Really, I think this is why it's cool, because it's not necessarily the top 3 that you have to worry about. It's the top 5, because they all sort of benefit from it.
It's like the 3 below the top 3 you need to really look at.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean the leader is gone. They've checked out. They're a lap ahead of everybody else. In fact, they're about to lap P2, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, they are. So P2 is literally going to the first corner now, and P1 is now right behind them. So yeah. So in terms of stint timer, P2 would love P1 to get past them, because then at least they'll know they have to do an extra lap.
Yeah, to be fair, in the wet, P1 had actually lapped P2 at one point.
God, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, no, that Aston was on rails in the wet.
That's ridiculous.
It was absolutely insane how fast it was.
That's actually insane. Talking of insane, Everson is a lot closer to Jones now, like 0.3 the gap. I'm trying to focus on Wilmot to see whether or not he's going to come in this lap, because he probably will have to come in next lap. No, he could probably get away with another lap after this.
How long has he got left?
It's saying 101.
He could probably do one more lap.
Yes.
He can't do any more than that.
Yeah, so there'll be next lap then for Wilmot, I'd imagine, to come in. So the gap is 1 minute and 8 seconds, depending on what they're going to do, whether they're going to take tyres or fuel or both. If they're just taking fuel, it's going to be, 45?
If I had a guess, I don't think they'll take tyres this late.
Yeah.
Or this close to the end. I think it'd be a foolish mistake. Unless their tyres were completely cooked and they had no other choice.
Last time around they did a 201.3. They are like 1.3 seconds slower than P4.
Everson is right on the rear bumper of Jones going up towards 130R.
Yeah, let's see.
He's pulled out.
He's going to go on the outside, yeah.
Oh, Jones has covered it off. They're going to file back in.
But this is only slowing them 2 down for P5.
They haven't been fighting too much yet.
Yeah.
But once they do start properly scrapping, like going side by side, is when that'll really start to affect them.
So Grant's oh, it's close, man. It's going to be so close.
Solberg's in the pits. In P12.
Yep, see that.
Well, I've noticed P13 is 2 minutes behind P12. He's absolutely fine.
Yeah, he's got the gap. So now, it's not really playing. It's not really making a difference for Wilmot and the guys ahead.
I don't think so, no. And I don't think they'll take tyres. Unless they really had to, I don't think they're gonna.
Well, let's just see then. Obviously, they're coming through 130R now. They're going to have to stop, I believe, this lap at 103. They're not going to... Yeah, it's 103 now, so I don't think they'll make it around for another lap. Let's see Yeah, correct. They are diving into the pits then. So they're going to be their last stop before the end of the race. Let's see what the gap's going to be. Humble's also in the pits for their stint timer. So yeah, let's see what the gap then. The gap's now coming down to 50 odd seconds. Oh, it could be close, Barry.
Could be, if they take tires, it's going to be very close indeed.
So where is P6? Where are they on the circuit? Are they coming through 130R yet?
No, they're still a spoon.
Oh, okay. They've not stopped. They've just gone straight through to reset the timer. So they have got the fuel and they're not taking tires.
Oh yeah, it's not even close.
Yeah, it's not even close. They're a minute away. So yeah, they've just stopped. They've not stopped. So they've just reset their stint timer.
Humble's in the pits. P10.
He's back out again. Lose out P11. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
He
wow.
won't lose out any more than that. Fair play to Wilmot. Yeah, they had it. P1 is in the pits. They must have run out of time.
No.
But they've got such a cushion anyway. It doesn't matter.
They're 52. Perhaps I wonder if they're going to go for the fastest lap again. Let's see how long they stop for.
Maybe just gonna top up on fuel.
Could be. Possibly. Yeah, they've got the gap. Right. Let's see what they've got. If they're gonna, they'll be in the pits for about 1:08. If they're gonna go, or let's say, change tyre.
Is in the pits and ours is in the pits.
Oh wow.
P7 and P8 are up in the pits.
Do you think they're trying to go for fastest lap?
Maybe.
They think, sod it, we might as well try and get fastest lap.
May as well win a bit of money.
Yeah.
How long?
P1's been in the pits now
for 30 seconds. He's taking fresh tires. He's going for it.
Yeah, P1 has just come out the pits. They're coming out the pits now. So yeah, they've definitely taken tires.
They're 100% going for a new fast lap.
Everson also is about a minute in, so he's definitely taken tires. Ours hasn't stopped for that long. He's only stopped for 30 seconds, so I don't think they'll be going for the fastest lap. But
he didn't actually stop. He just reset his timer.
Oh, okay. So there we go. So yeah. So P8 then is looking likely he's going to go for the fastest lap.
It's going to be a straight battle between P8 and P1 for the fastest lap.
100%. So their best. So hang on. Let's look at the best lap times then. So P8's best lap time is a 2:04 apparently. P1's a 1:59.0.
It's going to be interesting to see if Iverson could pull out of a special lap then. I'm assuming that's not his best because the strength of the field in this race is wild.
It really is. Oh, P2's in the pits as well.
Oh, what are they going for fastest lap too? They're going to try it.
No, there's no way. No way. Do you know what?
They have the gap.
Well, just about though.
Oh, they've a minute 20.
They're going to be about 20 seconds behind. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, okay, fair enough.
I was going to say something, but I'll end up commentator's curse of a set.
I know. I was going to say the same thing probably about coming a few, but
I'm not saying it.
Yeah, exactly. Well, let's. I'm going to stick on board with P8 and see if they can actually set the fastest lap of the race. They need to do a stonking lap, man.
I'm gonna sit on board with P1 and watch his next lap.
There's no way.
I'm gonna sit and watch the interior cam.
There's no way that these guys are 59.0. That's
oh, he's slowing. This guy's slowing right down for the final corner. He's prepping for a quality lap. Yeah, that's exactly what he's doing.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, he at the last corner he was slowing off to get the right angle in.
Let's go.
He's going for it.
That's insane.
This is gonna be mental. This last lap was a 2:10, but that's because obviously it was prepping for a fast lap.
So Everson is also on he started his flying lap now coming into T1. So yeah, we're going to be pretty close in terms of on track. Yeah, wow, look, there's half a second up already.
I'm not actually looking at that.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, I've got my delta up now. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, Everson is also 6 tenths up as well on his. Is that his fastest lap or his last lap?
I think it's his last fastest, like for the last stint. I think.
Right. Okay.
I don't know if it goes against your fastest lap. If it does, P1's already 9 tenths up.
Yeah, 1.2 seconds now faster than last time around. Yeah, it's probably going to be that, isn't it?
It's going to be against his 210. I guarantee it.
Yeah,
Because
it's going to
look
be
how
quick.
much time he's
Yeah,
gaining.
Jesus Christ. 1.6. Yeah, Everson is on a 1.3. Is he?
He's got P1's got 2 bite markers.
Everson has got clear air, completely clear air, up and all the way now, basically to the end. So 1.9, 2 seconds up on his best lap so far. Of his last lap, sorry. So yeah, this is going to be close. With 4 minutes to go, they got a couple of quali laps to go.
Yeah. I wonder will Sebastian back out of this and go again if the bite markers are going to block him. Oh, that bite marker's got out of the way. He's got 1 bite marker.
So what, has he just gone 1 through 130R? Because
yeah,
Everson is going for it now. Yeah, well, let's see what this lap time's going to be then.
2.7 up. I have no idea what that's up on.
Yeah.
The delta's not very clear, but what it's up on.
Well,
He's oh my, 58.5.
Jesus Christ. No way.
What is Everson doing?
Everson has just done a 59.0.
Ooh. That's a half-second improvement on the fastest lap. Good luck, everyone.
Yeah. That's ridiculous. That's actually ridiculous.
When I was watching that lap, it wasn't the cleanest lap either. He was sliding through the S's and stuff.
Naldi's also pushing for the fastest lap by the looks of it. He's 1 second up.
I'm gonna watch him in the Ferrari here.
Humble's also 3 seconds up. He's obviously pushing as well.
He's invalid.
Oh yeah, he is. Yeah, cool. So he is.
He's probably gonna prep for one last one then.
Everson is improving still. He is currently nearly 3 temps up on his fastest lap. Everson is also improving. He's 3. We're basically doing quali bloody commentary. Everson is also 3 temps up on his fastest lap. It's not going to be anywhere near the fastest lap right now.
He needs 5 tenths.
He's almost got it. Oh, he's almost got half a second. Naldi's also got improving 2.2 as well.
He's coming through Spoon. He needs a good exit out of Spoon, and I think he's got it.
Oh, look, the leader's lost out all the lap time now. So, yeah, leader's dropped off there. So, Everson is just invalid as well.
Is the leader prepping for one last qual? No, he's not. I don't think he has time. Or he does have time to do one last quali lap.
Yeah, he does, yeah. So, Everson is also invalid as well. He's not going to improve on his lap time. P2, where's he? He's nearly finished.
He's coming through the last corner now. He's 3 seconds up, whatever that's supposed to mean.
Yeah.
To race control.
I don't know what that means.
It's going to be close. I think he's done it.
Oh,
58.4.
58.4. Flip it. Yeah, look, P8 is doing a slow down to go again. So the P8 is also slowed right down to do one more flying lap. Humble's also 3.
On the same.
Yeah, Humble's also slowed down. Has gone again. He's now 3.5 seconds or 3.6 seconds up on whatever lap time that is. So Everson needs approximately... what does he need? What's his fastest lap?
It was a 59.0.
59.0. So he needs
6 tenths.
He needs 6 tenths. He's currently 2.5 tenths up.
P1 is about a 10th and a half up, which is just enough. But
everyone's improving. Look at those deltas. They're all green.
The top 15 are basically all green.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, unbelievable. Humble's 6 seconds up on whatever lap time that is. He's obviously going. He's obviously going great guns as well. Ours is also half a second up on whatever lap time that is. The leader is still improving. 2.5 temps is the improvement.
If he can hold this, is enough.
P2 is backed out of it by the looks of it because he's now half a second down. So the P2 has decided, nah, enough's enough.
This is the last lap of the race, by the way.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, sorry. Talk about yourselves.
P1's lost all the time.
No, he's improving a little bit. Everson is also not improving either.
He pulled it back a little bit. Grab Willamot is 6 tenths up whatever lap that's supposed to be. Oh, Humble did a 58.9. Not quite enough. Oh, P1's also got traffic. Oh my god, the traffic nearly blocked him completely.
He's 3 temps up though. 4 temps up. Oh my god, this is going to be quick, Barry.
This is going to be real. Oh, he's lost it all.
Oh, no.
Is this going to be enough? 1.5 tenths?
Oh,
1.3? I don't think it's enough.
Everson's been blocked by traffic.
No, it's not
58.4.
enough.
Yeah, no, not quite.
4/100ths
Oh,
off
that
it.
is so close. I'm trying to see who else is coming through the line. Everson doesn't do anything. He finishes the race in P8. Ours has already finished. Obviously must have been behind the leader. Who else is improving on their lap time? P2 is also improving by a 10th, by the way. He's still going. He's coming through. Yeah, he started another lap.
Yeah, so
Wilmot.
he's
So go on.
Wilmot's 6.5 tenths up, so I have no idea where that'll put him.
He's not bothering. He's just crossed the line with a 2-minute .6.
2 minute.
Yeah, so he takes the final P5 place. What an eventful end. Blizzard finishes on the 3rd place. And Van Nielen is almost... Oh, he's about halfway through a lap, isn't he, right now? So he's...
Naldi's 3 tenths up.
Yeah, Naldi is flying, by the way. He is currently...
He's got bite markers in front of him. He is flashing them quite excessively, to be honest, but he's going for the fastest lap. I can sort of understand it, but it's still not.
Oh, no. Luke's team, Bjorkman's got to drive through the last lap.
Oh, that's so unfortunate.
It really is. He's currently 3 tenths up, but he's lost it a bit coming through... Is that Spoon? Yeah, Spoon.
Yeah, that bite marker, I think, maybe put him off a little bit.
Yeah, I got in his way a touch.
Yeah, he's still 1.5 tenths up, though.
Just while we wait for these last 2 guys to finish, guys, unfortunately, we are not doing driver interviews, if that's okay. We're all pretty shattered here, and you can hopefully appreciate the time of day it might be for people. So, yeah, we'll postpone the driver interviews. 3 tenths up. This is going to be a really quick lap.
This is going to be a 58.1. Or 58.2.
58.1.
That is nuts.
That is insane. But they come home to finish P2. We still got a couple of people on track, I believe, have we not? No, everyone is finished. Everyone is now finished.
That's everyone now.
Cheers. Wow. Thank you, everybody. Thanks for keeping me company, Barry, for that amazing last little bit. That was insane.
Oh, yeah, and I thought keep you company for the last bit. Why not?
No, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. Wow.
That's pretty nuts.
Really was. I think we've had it all today. We've had bad servers, bad weather, few people having issues, and then 58.1 at the end of it. I mean, Jesus Christ.
I wonder what the fastest quality that was, because that's probably not far off it.
Yeah, I don't think it was. I think you're pretty close, man. We'll have to find out what they are when we post the results. But, whew. Right.
That was wild.
That was it. That was. Right, let's wrap it up here. Yeah, just want to say thank you, everybody, for whoever watched us for the entirety. Amirius, I think you have been here pretty much all of it. I want to say a big shout out to the unsung heroes of this release, the stewards. They've done a fantastic job throughout the last 10 hours. I think the race towards the end was kind of quiet. If I look through...
Endurance penalties, there's been nothing posted in nearly 2 hours.
Yeah, so we've done...
there might be some stuff post-race, but...
okay, yeah, so there might be some stuff to go through, but yeah, Dexter and the team, Craig, I know, has been in there for a majority of today as well, alongside Eric. I want to say a big shout out to those guys. They've been absolutely fantastic. So thank you very much to the stewards. Big shout out to all the commentators as well. Max, Zeta, Barry. You've done a great job for keeping us live for the last 10 hours. If you're anything like me, my throat is starting to hurt. Yeah, I'm going to definitely keep my mouth shut now for a little while and not talk for a little bit. And most importantly, thank you to the drivers. Thank you everybody who's raced this evening, or today, sorry. 10 hours is a long time. Apologies for the bad server config earlier on today. Don't worry though, we will be. I will be putting my hand in my pocket to be making sure this doesn't happen again for Red Bull Ring next time round at the end of August. And that's it. That is it. Thank you very much, everybody. Really do appreciate it. We'll let you guys know in the announcements when everything's going to be published, and we will get all those monies for the top 5 plus the fastest lap, which is obviously P2. We'll get those monies set up and sent to you once we know the final result. I think that's it. We'll see you on Wednesday for Ricky Wednesdays, and I think that's the case. Yeah, we'll see you on Wednesday for Ricky Wednesdays, and then we'll see you on Friday for the Friday World Tour.
Sure.
Yep, and then we'll let everybody know about the Nordschleifer because there might be some changes to that, but we'll let you all know. Okay, guys, thank you very much for watching, and have a great weekend.
See ya.
See ya.